All right, we're back and ready to go here for the second game of the doubleheader. This is the last regular season game for the Post 22 Hardhats here. This is game 4 of the 4-game series between East and West. And the potential playoff matchup for the regionals, the Hardhats, if season were to end today, they would play Spearfish back at home, or they might play Sturgis. They have 2 games left today, but it will most likely be Spearfish that will be settled after today, and both of those games will be played in Rapid City. So not a lot of changes here to the Hardhats in their lineup. They moved Kane McLeod, who did not play in the first game. He is now the designated hitter here. He will be batting fourth. Josh Eller comes in a catch for Brody Thompson. He's batting seventh, and the starting pitcher for Post 22 is going to be number 13, Ryan Negebauer. I do not have a Sioux Falls East lineup. We kind of went in quickly for this game, so Pete Samp is going to be their starting pitcher, and then their first baseman is Caleb Bunman. So they're kind of playing a lot of the several guys. They only had 4 guys on their bench, and Wish Nelson, Cade Wyden, Gavin Van Ort, and Pete Samp. So the Post 22 winning the first game of a score of 6-2. And Roberts will lead off. And he did not get a base hit. He is still looking for his base hit here in this 4-game series. He had a walk, 2 flyouts, and a pop-up to the first baseman. So Hardhats, they must want to get home here pretty early. They're really going through this game. I mean, it's a 10-minute difference from the 2:30 start time, but we're ready to go here. Aiden Roberts takes a practice swing before we go. It'll still be a right-hander here in Pete Samp for Sioux Falls. We haven't seen a lefty come in for both teams here today. And the first pitch in game 2 of the doubleheader is underway, and Roberts is swinging and a miss here for an early 0-1 startup. Hardhats maybe wanted to be aggressive here. I mean, this game still matters. Every game matters all the time, whether if it's a tournament or regular season games. 0-1 pitch. This one is going to hit him. So the 30th time that he has been hit by a pitch here. So he is going to be a leadoff hit by pitch for Aiden Roberts. And then now Lars Kiefer, the center fielder, as he will come up. That's the 3rd time here this weekend that Aiden Roberts has taken a pitch there, as he will be walking the line with Coach Ewing on first base. The home plate umpire will wait for him, so he'll be okay. Kiefer had a walk, hit by pitch, strikeout, and a double in the last game. So that's how he ended up in that game. Samp on the next pitch here. This is going to be a high pop-up. This into right field. And this will be caught. So first pitch there to Kiefer. Doesn't waste a lot of time there. First pitch he sees, that's 1 away. So here is Wyatt Reeder playing first base for the Hardhats in this game. In the last game, he had the first base hit of the game with a bunt single, had a walk, a ground out, and a fly out. So that's how Raiders' first game went today. With Roberts on first, 1 out. Here comes the first pitch. It's going to be in for a strike here. So an 0-1 startup for the first baseman. I mentioned earlier, Hardhats weren't going to change a lot of things here in this game. Only about 2 or 3 new guys here in the lineup, and there was only 2 new guys with Kane McLeod and Ryan Negebauer with Josh Elder. Here comes the 0-1. This is going to be a soft ground ball. It's the third baseman. The pickup, the throw to first. It's going to be over the glove. So that one's going to be an error there. Here comes Roberts. He's going to round third. He's going to come in to score. Reeder rounding second. So that's going to be an unearned run. But Aiden Roberts gets the party started, and the Hardhats are now up 1-0. So Reeder gets a single on an error, goes all the way to third. And now this will pull in Kane McLeod. McLeod making his first appearance here today, having a .296 batting average, .378 on-base percentage, and a .396 slugging. Also had 50 hits in the Minnesota. This one's going to get away here from the catcher. Here comes Reeder in to score. So another unearned run, and those 2 guys, and Aiden Roberts and Wyatt Reeder, both getting off the bases to come in and score. So we saw in the last game they came up to a 4-0 lead in the first inning. They're already up 2-0 here with only 1 out. And that pitch was out and away for ball 1 here to Kane McLeod. Samp on the next pitch. This one is in down low, ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes for Kane McLeod. He played in the second game yesterday against Sioux Falls West. Next pitch, this one carrying outside for ball 3. And he had a ground out, a walk, and he also had a single off an air, reached all the way to third. So 3 balls, no strikes. Samp the pitch. This one will be down the middle. Take it for a strike here by Kane McLeod. Nothing to worry about there. A good take. 3-0 count. Pete Samp. Here with the pitch. Deals this one outside. Ball 4. So that will be the first walk of the day. Just to the 4th batter in the lineup for post 22. And now Jace Morgan, the left fielder, he had a really good start to the game earlier. He had a 2 RBI single, a walk, a ground out, and a fly out. That's how Jace Morgan, the Hardhats left fielder. So this is already the 5th batter, and with 1 out following that pop fly into right field from Kiefer. And first pitch here to Morgan. This one will come in down low for ball 1. So the 1-0 start. Hardhats still not having a hit here. As Reeder placed that one, it was just an error. Here comes the pitch. This one, Morgan pops up, foul ball. This one will go up and out of play. So 1-1 evenly here for Jace Morgan with Kane McLeod on first base. And he has not played in the field recently due to a hamstring injury that kind of is re-aggravating most of the time. So he is just going to be kind of in that DH spot. The 1-1 pitch, Morgan. This is another pop-up. This into left field. And he is under it, makes the catch there. So that's the second out here in the inning. It will still keep Kane McLeod on first. So the pop fly into left field pulls in Jackson Reeder here, the second baseman for the Hardhats. And Reeder in the last game got his 10th hit of the season. He had that bunt single, 2 walks, and a double. So both of the Reeders have been doing really good here in the last few games, especially when they've been playing together. First pitch, he sees this one coming in close, almost hitting him on the inside there. So he kind of takes a little step back. That one's for ball 1. Gets settled on and ready for the next one. Pete Samp, another look back to McLeod on first. Looks on the other shoulder. Here comes the pitch to Reeder. Takes a swing. This is a fly ball into center field. This one will land. So Jackson Reeder is going to get the first base hit of the game for the Hardhats. And now he will get a single. So he continues getting hits in a Hardhats uniform. Now up next is the catcher Josh Elder. This season for him, a .229 batting average, .377 on-base percentage, and a .358 slugging. He also has 25 hits for the Hardhats catcher. As Brody Thompson was the catcher in the first game, and they usually like to split time between the two. So with runners on first and second with 2 away, Samp, the first pitch to Elder, as this one is going to come in down low for ball 1. So it's a 1-0 startup. Elder already the 7th batter in the lineup. Robertson Reeder getting the 2 runs for the 2-0 early lead here for the Hardhats in the first inning. Samp will look back to McLeod on second. Here with the 1-0 dish. This one outside, ball 2. So Josh Elder, who is wearing number 24 here in this game. Usually we see that number for Rowan Fredrickson. Fredrickson wearing number 17 here in this game. Jaden Moreno, who we saw, wear 16 usually for his number 30. And it's going to be a rundown here. A nice little pickoff maneuver. McLeod will take a spill, and that's going to be, he's going to get tagged. So that's the 3rd out. So Elder will resume his at-bat here in the second inning. Hardhats coming up to an early 2-0 lead, similar like they did in the last game. It was 4-0. So Reeder getting the first base hit of the game with the single. And then Robertson Reeder coming in to score. We saw 1 walk, that was to Kane McLeod, and a little bit of that run down there. So Ryan Negebauer, he comes and he will make his starting for the Hardhats here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. This season, 44.2 innings pitched. He has a 5-1 record. Entering this 2 games, him and Jaden Moreno were tied for strikeouts with 61 apiece. 2.664 ERA and a 1.410 whip for Negebauer. So that's what his stats look like for the right-handed throwing pitcher. Hardhats, they have a few lefties in Declan Mickley, Broden Sales, Jace Morgan when they kind of throw some guys in. They don't go to those guys very often. We saw Mickley and Sales in the game yesterday, so that kind of changed some things up there. So we'll try our best here with no lineup for Sioux Falls, and we will try to remember. I believe the leadoff hitter will still be number 3, Brody Schaefer. And then following him will be Ethan Olson. Ryan Negebauer. And then Ryan Negebauer here getting in his warm-up pitches. So then he will get ready. He played in the Gopher Classic as well. And Negebauer, who can throw some heat here with his right arm. I'm sure we'll see it a few times here today, as Thompson was the catcher before Elder had to go put on the pads. So he's got him on now, and he's out here catching for Negebauer. So we get ready for the bottom of the first inning. Hardhats up 2-0 early in this game. So here comes Brody Schaefer, the shortstop here today for Sioux Falls East. Negebauer will talk with Elder here, as well as Roberts, his third baseman. Aiden Roberts, who made an excellent diving catch, gets it, made the double play. So he was pretty magnificent in that last game. There was 3 total double plays in that last game. Aiden Roberts was a part of 2 of them. And then there was a 1-4-3 from Moreno to Reeder. So here is the first pitch. Negebauer takes a step, and here is heat. This one is going to be in for a strike. So another good way to start off here in this game with a first pitch for Negebauer being in for a strike. We saw Jaden Moreno kind of follow the same thing. Every first at-bat here, first pitch he saw was a strike. The 0-1, this one carrying up top to the right on that top right corner for ball 1. So this is a 1-1 count with no outs. First batter. Negebauer dealing off his third pitch. This one coming on the outside corner there. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Josh Elder getting back in ready behind the mound, behind the plate. Next pitch. This is swung on a high pop-up. This is going to be for a foul ball. So this will result to a 2-2 count. Negebauer will get a new ball here. And the weather is no more rain as it was windy earlier. The wind is still there, but it's gone down a little bit. Negebauer's pitch. This one is outside, ball 3. So full count here to the leadoff hitter in Brody Schaefer. Here is his pitch, swung on. This is a high fly ball into right field. Carter Johnson is under it, makes the catch. So 1 away. Here just to the first batter in the lineup. And now here it comes the second batter, Ethan Olson. Ethan Olson, the second baseman for Sioux Falls East. So a little help in the outfield from Johnson to get the first out here in the inning. Negebauer takes the step back off the mound. First pitch is in for a strike. This one coming a little bit up to the higher in the strike zone for the 0-1 start. Negebauer, next pitch, top, up high, ball 1. And this one, he kind of doesn't catch it there, comes right back out of the glove. So 1-1. Getting ready on in after Eller threw that ball back to him. Here comes the righty's pitch. This one is in down low for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. Negebauer now starting off his first and second batter here with the strike on the first pitch. Here comes the pitch to Ethan Olson. This one outside for ball 3. Very similar to the last at-bat here with Brody Schaefer. Both of them getting 3 balls in there. We'll see if this one here will go to full count. Negebauer's 3-1 pitch comes up high. That'll be for ball 4. So that will be the 30th walk of the year allowed from Ryan Negebauer, just the second batter here in the lineup. And now this is number 11, Colin Lunders, the left fielder for Sioux Falls. He made a few good catches in the previous game today. So Negebauer, just the second batter faced. He hands out a walk. Hardhats said earlier, 3 double plays in the previous game. They wouldn't mind adding a few more here in this. Here comes the first pitch, in for a strike. Continues that streak going. So the 0-1 start. Looks over to first. Here comes the pitch. This one down low. It's going to take a weird bounce here off of Elder. He is going to hold off on second. So the pass ball there from Josh Elder took just a really weird bounce down low. And it went all the way almost towards the backstop. So 1 ball, 1 strike here with 1 out. Runner now on second with 1 out. Negebauer, number 13, back on the mound here. Gets settled on in after that previous pitch, just not where he wanted it. Here's the 1-1. This one is in for a strike, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here for Colin Lunders, the left fielder. Looks up here. Eller with the call sign. Negebauer likes it to look back to the second baseman. That is Ethan Olson. Pitch comes. This is a ground ball. It's going to get through Reeder on first and second. They're going to send a runner here around third. Johnson, the throw is in. Eller makes the catch. So that's going to be an RBI single here for Sioux Falls East. And they will also get their first run here in the first inning. So 2-1. RBI single from Colin Lunders brings in Olson to score. And now this is Dietrich Hahn here in the lineup, the third baseman. So with that runner still on first, got a runner from second to come in and score. It was a ground ball that snuck right through the readers on first and second. So now that was the first hit for Sioux Falls in this game. Negebauer here, they're going to try to pick him off. Reeder makes the catch as sliding in there is Lunders. So waiting for the first pitch here is Hahn. Negebauer looking down as he will place his feet where he wants him here. Another peek over to the runner on first. He's got a bigger lead than he did last time on that pickoff attempt. Negebauer's pitch comes. Runner takes off. Elder to the throw. This one down in the dirt. It's going to hit off of him. So stolen base, and he's going to take off to third. Inhofer, the pickup, the throw. So he's in a third, and Roberts also kind of not having a good touch with that. So post 22 being a little shaky here defensively in this first game as Inhofer was running back there. Manager Kelvin Torvey is running out hot, calling all for the infielders to come out in, and he is not happy with this. He is really giving a big chewing here to all the infielders as he is not happy. So maybe this message might need to be sent here to the Hardhats. So manager Kelvin Torvey has laid the log here on his infielders. Fired up, not impressed. He is, maybe that is just what this infield needed. Inhofer, that one kind of squeezed on by. Eller, the throw, that one's down in the dirt, hopped over the base runner. Inhofer, who was going back towards to get it. Then Lunders took off to take third. So he will get a stolen base. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Negebauer. This one in down low for ball 2 here to Dietrich Hahn. Negebauer getting ready on the mound. The 2-0. Pitch comes. This one high and inside, leaning back there for ball 3. And Yankton, who the Hardhats went to extra innings with both. They are second in the standings for South Dakota Legion. And then Watertown in third. Those are the top 3 for the standings. Here's the 3-0 pitch from Negebauer. This one down low. So that's the second walk here that Ryan Negebauer has allowed. That's going to be a 4-pitch walk as well. So Olsen and Hahn getting a free base to first. Here comes the first baseman, number 22, Caleb Boomin. So Josh Eller will give a call sign here to the infielders. Runners on the corners. One away following the flyout from Brody Schaefer that was caught in right field from Tater Johnson. Negebauer looking ahead here, the runner on third. Here comes his first pitch of this at-bat. He's going to take a swing here. This is going to be a foul ball. Hits the pole and then bounces right back in here to the field of play. So 0-1. Again, another double play could be in the hands here of the Hardhats. 0-1. Looks back to first base. Reader is on patrol duty. Here comes Negebauer's pitch. This one is up high and for ball one. So 1-1 here. Ryan Negebauer still trying to find here for his 62nd strikeout of the year. He's walked 2 batters. And an RBI single from Colin Lunders, who is the runner on third. And after he kind of took off for that stolen base, we saw manager Torvey come out not happy in this next pitch. Another foul ball. Same thing like he did on that first pitch he saw. So 1-2 here for first baseman and Caleb Boomin. So he is going to get settled on in. Hardhats defense trying to just sharpen up here. He looks over to first. Right over to third. They're going to try to pick up the runner on first. Raider gets the tag, but not in time. So a 1-2 count there on the pickoff attempt. They will try. 1-2. Negebauer, the look across there to the runner on third. Here comes the pitch. This one is up high for ball 2 here. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Post 22 pitcher Ryan Negebauer, the starter here. Third on the team in innings pitched with a 5-1 record with runners on the corners here in the bottom of the first. It's a 2-1 lead for the Hardhats. Here comes the 2-2 from Negebauer. This one inside. It's going to hit the pitcher. So that's a hit by pitch. That one coming up high, too. So they are going to check up on him. That's going to put bases loaded here. And this will pull in the catcher number 7, Braden Olsen. So, post 22, this is not where they want to be defensively. Coach Ewing here comes out of the bullpen. He's going to have a talk here just from the side with Wyatt Reader on first base.
Got bullpen activity now for post 22, their starter.
And an early...
In trouble in this one.
So, post 22 already having a pitcher here in the bullpen. It is a right-hander. So we'll see what will happen here after this inning. So they will wait here, checking up to the runner on first there, following the hit by pitching Caleb Boomin. So bases loaded with only 1 out here. Olsen in the last game, having 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Negebauer's first pitch, this one on that top right corner for ball 1. So 1-0. Loosening up his arms here, getting ready for this second pitch on this at-bat. Look down the middle. 1-0 takes the step off the mound. Pitch is in. Swung on. Foul ball. Up and out of play. So 1-1, and we saw on Boomin on his last at-bat, he was kind of going back and forth too with foul balls, so just trying to get early contact here for both teams. And we saw Hardhats being aggressive, getting their first base hit from the Jackson Reader hit. 1-1 count. Negebauer pitch. This one outside. Ball 2. So 2-1 count. Ryan Negebauer, who has not been ahead of the strike count, has not had more strikes than balls here so far in this game. We have seen full count a few times. 2-1, Negebauer's pitch is in. Swung on. This ball is going to sneak on through. Here comes 1-1 to score. Johnson the pickup there, sending another runner. Here is the throw. So that's going to bring in 2 more runs. So Sioux Falls East having a 3-2 lead. And now that's a 2 RBI single for Braden Olsen. And that is the first time here in this whole series that the Hardhats have trailed. Lunders and Hahn coming in to score. Now when we saw that similar hit from Lunders as well, that one just right between the readers on first and second, and a soft, kind of hard, well hit ground ball. So here is Caden Sporer, the right fielder. He gets settled on in. Negebauer looks to the runner on second. Pitch comes in. This is going to be Swan on a ground ball, playing on the line here. Roberts will tag third. The throw to first is not going to be in time. It's going to be an error here. Gets away from Reader. One runner coming in here to third. And he was thinking about home, but he's going to stick on third. So there's going to be one out just on that ground out. So Sporer.
Aaron throw.
On that throw just out of the reach to the left side of Wyatt Reader. Didn't have a good chance to get that. We've seen that happen too earlier from Inhofer in game 1. The throw just wasn't there, so now each team having an error apiece. Both teams in the last game finished with 1 error each. So here comes the new batter. And for a strike here, this is 0-1. Here is number 1, Wish Nelson.
This is the only change right now in the lineup.
Here comes the pitch. Swung on a miss, up high for strike 2. So Nelson, who was the pitcher in the last game, who came in later. So here comes the 0-2 from Negebauer. This one up and high for ball 1. So that was the first at-bat here of the game for Ryan Negebauer, where he starts on a 0-2 start, where his strikes are higher than his ball count. 1-2 with 2 away. Pitch comes. Swan on foul ball. Stays alive here on the 1-2 count. So another one just trying to fight on in. Foul ball after foul ball. So 5 total runs here for both teams in this first inning. Hardhats are just trying to stop the bleeding here defensively. A lot of games here in the last recent games, so they might be a little tired here as this is going to catch him. No, ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. As Nelson, who kind of took a step there outside of the box, looking like he was struck out looking. So 2-2 with 2 away. Negebauer shakes off the first pitch. He's going to give Elder here the nod on the second. Here comes the next one. In for strike 3. Catches him looking. So post 22, Ryan Negebauer getting his first strikeout here in this game, his 61st of the season. He's going to catch Wish Nelson looking for the strikeout there. Post 22, trailing here going into the second inning of a score of 3-2 over Sioux Falls East. Getting ready here. And then Josh Elder, who is going to resume on his at-bat after they got McLeod out on that rundown from second and third. So it'll still be Pete Samp on the mound in that first inning. He had the leadoff hit by pitch to Aiden Roberts. He walked Kay McLeod, and then the one base hit to Jackson Reader, and the Wyatt Reader, who actually got a single off of an error. Managed all the way to third. That one brought in Roberts. And then the 2 outs happened to be the pop flies from right field from Kiefer and left field from Morgan. And then the chase down to get McLeod out. So it'll be Elder, Johnson, Inhofer. Those are the 3 due up here, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters in the lineup for the Hardhats. And Samp now, this final warm-up pitch, second inning. This is the first time in the series between East and West that the Hardhats have trailed. They haven't even been in a tie game. Actually, they were in a tie game yesterday and last night. It was 2-2 in the 4th inning. So Eller will step on in here. Batting 7th as the catcher. Zooming on his last at-bat. Looks over on the first base line as the coaches here for Hardhats, Kindred, Ewing, Torvey meeting up. And Torvey, who was definitely livid after that stolen base, winning with the guy ending up over there on third. First pitch here to Elder for ball 1 outside. So maybe that could get something kick-started here for this Hardhats defense and offense. Samp on the 1-0 pitch here to Eller, takes a hard ball swing. This one just foul on the first base line, inches away from being fair. So it'll be 1-1 count here for Josh Eller, the catcher. So he gets settled on in here to the left-handed batter's box. Him and Brody Thompson. Eller bats left, Thompson batting right. So you have two catchers that can bat both ways. 1-1 count. Samp pitch comes. Eller gets a piece of it on the foul ball here. So 1-2 count. And kind of back to that talk of the Hardhats. They played a lot of games here in the last few days. I mean, they played the Firecracker tournament at the start of the month. Played a game against Sturgis. Then they had the Gopher Classic, which just ended on Tuesday of this most recent week, and then 1 day of rest and the quick turnaround. So this is actually going to hit Elder here on his backside. So Elder will be a hit by pitch. That's the second of the game here for Pete Samp, and that will be another leadoff hit by pitch here to start off another inning for Josh Eller. That is the 7th hit by pitch of the season. They're going to have a courtesy runner come in. That's going to be Broden Sales on first base. Here comes Carter Johnson, the right fielder, in the first game. Still looking for his first base hit of the series. Well, he had a sac bunt, a strikeout, fly out, and a pop-up for his first game. Samp, the first pitch comes in. This one inside, in for a strike. So an 0-1 count. Pete Samp, a right-hander, wearing number 31 for Sioux Falls East. Broden Sales, who we've also seen as a courtesy runner, come in for catchers on first before a lot of the time in Minnesota for the tournament. Next pitch here to Johnson, coming in down low and outside, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here for the Hardhats right fielder and Carter Johnson, following the hit by pitch to Josh Elder, and Sales sliding into first on a step off the mound there from Pete Samp. Sales, who had 2 strikeouts in the game last night. Pitch comes here. This one dropping in down low to the right side as well for ball 2. 2-1 here for Johnson. He is the 8th batter in the lineup. Dawson Inhofer on deck. Samp, the right-hander, looking down the middle on the 2-1 count. Pitch comes. Johnson takes a swing. This is a pop-up. The catcher here, and Olsen did not go to chase it, so a foul ball now here for Johnson. Will go 2-2, up and out of play. Takes a deep breath past the chest. Now he re-enters the batter's box. Him and Kiefer both not having any batting gloves. Kiefer, who was doing that yesterday as well. Johnson does it here today. 2-2 count. Pitch comes. Sales takes off a hard ground ball. Sweeps right through the second and shortstop. Sales rounding into third. So that's going to put runners on the corners here for post 22. And Johnson getting his first base hit of this 4-game series here in the season finale, and that will be the second base hit of the game. And now here comes Dawson Inhofer, the Hardhats shortstop. He had 2 strikeouts in the last game and an RBI single, and he was really catching fire in Game 2 of the doubleheader against West last night. He went 3 for 3. So with runners on the corners, no outs, 9th batter in the lineup. Samp to pitch. Inhofer takes a swing. This is a deep ball into left field. This one is going to land. Hits the wall. Sales is going to come in to score. Here comes Johnson. So we are tied in post 22. Retakes the lead. It is now a 4-3 game in favor of the post 22 Hardhats on a 2 RBI double from Dawson Inhofer. So that is the message from Kelvin Torvey getting in here for the post 22. And now we go back to the top of the order here for Aiden Roberts. A hit by pitch and a run here so far today. A monster hit from Inhofer that banks off the left field wall. Now Hardhats scoring 2 runs at both the first and second inning. And the first pitch here, this one carrying outside for ball 1. So Roberts, third baseman, stepping on in. First baseman and Booman playing a little bit closer, with Inhofer swinging his arms back and forth on second. Pitch comes, swung on Roberts, another high fly ball into center field. Christensen is under it. He'll make the catch, so that's going to be the first out here. And Inhofer will stay on second. So that's the first out here in the second inning. Here comes Lars Kiefer. He had a pop fly into right field, which was caught by right fielder Caden Sporner. So here is the Hardhats center fielder. We'll look back to Inhofer on second. Second baseman getting closer and closer. Teasing Inhofer. Here is Samp's pitch. This one is going to drop in here for a first pitch strike. So 0-1. We could see a sac bunt here from Lars Kiefer. Or we could see it here to the man on deck and Wyatt Reeder. He has placed a lot of bunts here in this four-game series between West and East. This is Game 4 of the four-game series, the last regular season game of the year for Legion Baseball. Next pitch comes in. He got a late swing on it. Just gets a piece of it here for a foul ball. So 0-2 count with one away with Lars Kiefer. And went Elder, Johnson, Inhofer, Roberts, and now to Kiefer here to start off in the second inning. After the Hardhats were trailing 3-2, entering the second inning, they make it a 4-3 lead now. Samp on the 0-2 here. Looking back to second. Looking again. Here comes the 0-2 to Kiefer. This one outside. So that will be the first ball here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Kiefer takes a deep breath, re-enters the righty's batter's box here. Inhofer had that 2 RBI double, bringing in Broden Sales, the courtesy runner who came in for Elder. Next pitch in down low near the dirt for ball 2 here to Kiefer, and also brought in Carter Johnson for those 2 runs. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here with 1 out. Kiefer started this second at bat of the game with an 0-2 early. Here comes the next pitch. This one he went about halfway. He got a piece a little bit there on the bat, so it'll be a foul ball. He will fight and stay alive here on a 2-2 count with 1 away. An error for each team, 3 hits for the Hardhats and 2 for Sioux Falls East. In the last game, Sioux Falls East out-hit Post 22. So here is Samp, and he is going to fake the pitch, and second baseman in Ethan Olson, just some miscommunication there as he was on the base and then stepped off, and then right as Samp, who was wanting to throw it to second, there was no need to. 2-2 here for Kiefer with 1 out, runner on second. Here is Pete Samp on the mound. Pitch comes. Swung on by Kiefer. Another high, deep ball into left field. This one is going back. This one off the wall. Here comes Inhofer rounding third. So Kiefer and Inhofer exchanging spots. And that will now make it a 5-3 game here for the Hardhats. An RBI double for Lars Kiefer. And the Hardhats making 3 runs here in this top of the second. So the message was sent from Kelvin Torvey to the defense in the first inning, pitching, the bottom of the first, and now the offense is kind of making up for it a little bit here. Here comes Wyatt Reeder. He had a single off an error earlier, also bringing in here for the second run of the game. And now Samp here. First pitch to Reeder's at-bat. This one is going to come on inside. This one for a 1-0 start. Ball 1. Top of the second, and a high-scoring game for Post 22. Looking back to Kiefer again there on the second. Takes a little step. Samp. Pitch comes. This one in close there. Reeder lets this one inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Here in the top of the second inning, Hardhats we're down 3-2 entering the second, scoring 3 runs here in the top of the second, now having a 5-3 lead. Samp here on the pitch. Kiefer taking off to third. Pitches outside for a ball. The tag is in safe. So Kiefer with a stolen base to third. And that was actually in for a strike there to Wyatt Reeder. So the 2-1 count. Olson the throw over to third baseman in Dietrich Hahn. Just not the tag there in time. So 2 balls and a strike for the Hardhats first baseman and Wyatt Reeder. Pitch comes. High pop-up. This one into left field. And this could be a sac fly. Kiefer will tag up from third. The throw is going to come on in. And it's not going to be in time. So Reeder with the sac fly makes this game 6-2. And that pulls all the base runners here off of the board. So he brings in Kiefer to score. So 6-3 now as this lead is back into half. Here comes Kane McLeod. He has got a walk on his first at-bat. Blunders in left field, made that catch, threw it on in, and then Hahn, who kind of cut it off and then threw it over to the catcher in Braden Olson. So first pitch here to Kane McLeod for his second at-bat of the game. From Samp comes, this one is in for a strike here, so an 0-1 start for Kane McLeod. Back in the box here for the Hardhats designated hitter. DH in the last game was Dexter Steen. Samp pitch comes and a pop up. This one in foul territory on the first base line. Boomin is under it. He won't be able to get it. And went out of play. So another foul ball there for Kane McLeod. 0-2 with 2 away in the top of the second. He gets settled on in. Pete Samp, no strikeouts so far today. He's allowed 4 hits and 6 runs. Here comes Samp's pitch. This one will drop in. This one comes up high for ball 1. So 1-2. Samp also kind of, we've seen a few of those start 0-2. And the next pitch in for a ball. Samp's in down. This one gets away from the catcher. And this one down to the dirt. Bobbles all the way over the left side for ball 2. So Kane McLeod here. 2-2 with 2 away. At the top of the second and a 6-3 lead for post 22. Samp's pitch is down low. This one again squeezing through the catcher there in Braden Olson. That's 2 that have gone away from him. If they get to him on deck, it's Jace Morgan. So full count here for Kane McLeod. He started with 2 strikes, and now first 2 pitches with 2 strikes, and now here with 3 balls, 2 strikes on full count. Samp lifts the leg, pitch comes, the drop up and high. So that is the second time that he has been walked today. We're going to see our first mound visit here of the game for Sioux Falls East. They didn't make a mound visit as well in the last game. They had a pitching change happen. So Samp, there's no one in the bullpen, so it's not going to be a pitching change unless they pull a man here from the outfield. Looks like they're just going to have a little bit of a come down. We saw that one happen earlier with Kelvin Torby and the Hardhats defense where he was very frustrated and not happy. Seems to be kind of turning a little bit up. Hardhats would be good for them here for the next few days to rest up, get ready for the state regionals, and then the state tournament knocking right around the corner here at the end of the month. I believe the state regions happening July 23rd and the 24th, I believe. Those will be in Rapid City at the Black Hills Surgical Ballpark at the Fitz. So here's Jace Morgan. He had a pop fly into left field. With Kane McLeod, with his second walk of the game, he is on first. Samp, this one up high for ball 1 onto Morgan. Getting settled in. Morgan, just the 5th batter here in the lineup. They've already almost gone through almost every hitter here in the second inning. It started with Josh Yeller. They only got 2 more to go. 1-0. Samp delivers. Down low, ball 2. Olsen keeps this one out in front of him. McLeod, who was watching that ball all the way through, if he wanted to take off to second, he stays on first. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here. Pete Samp with the pitch. This one up high, ball 3. So following the mound visit, first 3 pitches here onto Jace Morgan, it's going to be a 3-0 count. And with a runner there on first, could be back-to-back walks here. And this pitch is going to be in for a strike here down the middle, so 3-1 for Jace Morgan on his second at-bat of the game. Samp, another look down the middle. Gives his catcher the nod in Olsen. Look back to McLeod on first. Pitch comes. This one is going to be for ball 4. So back-to-back walks allowed there for Pete Samp. Now this is going to pull in Jackson Rader at the first base hit of the game for Pulse 22. He had a single. 2 away still. It's been like that for a while since the Reader sack fly. Samp pitch comes in. It's going to be a bunt placed right out in front of Olsen. He's going to try to look to speed it out, and that's going to be there. So on a bunt out, that's going to do it here for the top of the second inning. Post 22 up now 6-2 here in this game after the start of the second inning. We'll see if Ryan Negebauer will be the starting pitcher out here for the Hardhats. They did have a pitcher getting warmed up there, so it's still going to be Ryan Negebauer. So they get set Negebauer comes out after one rough inning there for post 22. So the leadoff hitter for Sioux Falls East is going to be their 9th batter, and the center field number 10, Casey Christensen. They go back to the top of the order to shortstop Brody Schaefer and second baseman Ethan Olson. So the Hardhats, after late in that first inning, Sioux Falls East came away with that 3-2 lead over your post 22 Hardhats, and now they are up 6-3 heading into the bottom of the second inning. So another high-scoring game here early in this game 2 of the doubleheader. So Negebauer getting his arm warmed up here while giving some warm-up pitches into Josh Elder on the mound and at the plate.
Back to Harmon Park. The sun is retreated behind some clouds right now for the first time in a few innings. Too dark.
So Josh Elder will call here for the final warm-up pitch.
Especially for mid-July.
Post 22.
Weather apps here in town.
Need a quick defense here. As both teams, they've been getting some hot bats here, and then Negebauer in that first inning, he allowed 2 walks, a hit by pitch, and there were 2 hits against him with 3 runs scored. So here is Christensen, the center fielder. Negebauer, the first pitch here in the second inning will come for him. Wyatt Rader talking to the first base coach there for Sioux Falls. And the first one is here. This could be a line drive up and over the head of Dawson Inhofer, so wasting no time. First pitch in here to the bottom of the second. It's a leadoff single for Christensen. Back to the top here for Brody Schaefer. He had a fly out to right field, which was caught by Tater Johnson. That was the first out in the bottom of the first inning. So they're getting set and ready.
Back to the top of the lineup for Sioux Falls East, Brody Schaefer.
Negebauer to look down the middle, runner on first. Second pitch here in the bottom of the second for post 22. Or excuse me, for Sioux Falls East, and they're going to try to do the pick off attempt there. We're going to get the tag, but he's in just in time. So waiting for the first pitch here is Schaefer. Every Sioux Falls East batter has had at least one at bat here in this game. Negebauer, the pitcher on the mound, delivers. This one is in for a strike. So when he threw a strikeout to Wish Nelson, that one was the catches him looking, that finished out that rough first inning. So maybe they could get something going here. That was just a good hard hit ball. Pickoff attempt, a tag from Rader in safe. And that ball was hit hard right up top over the head of Inhofer on shortstop. He made the jump to get up and get it just a little bit too hard and too high. He didn't get it in time. 0-1 pitch. Negebauer, this one outside, gets away from Elder. Runner takes off to second. Elder won't even attempt to throw it here. So that's another one that gets away here from Josh Elder. We saw 2 get away from Brody Thompson in the last game. One where it was just sitting right under him. He had a little bit of a trouble time trying to find it. So Schaefer here with the 1-1 count with a runner on second. There's the second batter here in the bottom of the second for Sioux Falls. Negebauer's pitch is in, swung on and missed, strike 2. Negebauer getting somewhere here. Hopefully he can keep this momentum going here for post 22. Looking back to second again where Casey Christensen is at. Negebauer's pitch swung on, just got a piece of it there on the foul tip. So they will still go out of here as Eller is going to have a quick talk here, and he will also run up a new ball. So it'll be Inhofer, Elder, and Negebauer talking here on the mound. So they're talking about some things here. It'll be a 1-2 count following the foul ball from Brody Schaefer, the shortstop. So Elder, who called for a mound meeting with Inhofer and Negebauer, so that has been wrapped up. Negebauer get his feet set in here. Runner behind him on second. Look down the middle. Gets his call. And a little bit of a runner ready position. This one is going to be in down low. Again, out and away for Josh Eller. So that's back-to-back times where this one is going to get away from Elder. So 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one didn't even get away. It just stayed in front of him.
And now it's a 2-2 here.
So,
with Christensen on third base, Sioux Falls East showing that they're going to be aggressive here with their base runners. And Schaefer, who has been patient here, waiting for one that he could take. He had a foul ball on a previous one. 2-2, Negebauer the pitch, down and low, ball 3. So full count for Negebauer. Runner on third after following his first pitch leadoff single here in the bottom of the second. Negebauer, Christensen pump faking to head home. Pitch comes, swung on. This is a pop caught there, and so we're gonna be safe. So Schaefer will beat it out, but it was caught. So that's interesting, but Christensen will come in to score. So it's going to be 6-4. Apparently that's an RBI single here for Brody Schaefer.
Brody Schaefer, an RBI infield single, at least for the moment.
So that one was a little bit weird. Inhofer, who made the catch in the infield,
Schaefer's got a lot of speed.
must have got down. So here comes the pitch. This one will be taken outside here, and this one for ball 1. So an interesting last at-bat there.
I'm going to put it in the book as an infield hit.
Here is the 1-0. 6-4 the score. And this next pitch down low and to the right for ball 2. So we see Roland Fredrickson now getting warmed up here in the bullpen for the Hardhats. Last time he pitched was in the round of 8 game against Lincoln East. So 2-0, another look over to the runner on first. And Negebauer here with the pitch. This is swung on up and over, another base hit into the right center gap. Run around in second, and this throw is going to be held off. So he's just going to get a single, and he's going to put runners on the corners here. So a rough game here so far for Ryan Negebauer. Ethan Olser at the single. Here comes Colin Blunders, an RBI single on his first at-bat. Also had a stolen base and a run. There are still no outs here in the bottom of the second. So the Hardhats are just going to try to find a solution here to this. Try to stop the bleeding. Trying to put a Band-Aid over it.
Now got runners at the corner, still nobody out, and it's 6-4.
So Negebauer gets a good look to the runner back behind him on first. Here comes the first pitch to Lunders. This is in for a strike. Runner takes off the second. Reader makes the catch. It tags him, and he is safe. So and one run also comes in to score, and that one was very questionable. So it is now back to a one-run game, and that was also in for a strike there too.
Not much of an argument. So apparently he either missed the tag or dropped the ball. I don't know.
So Schaefer will come in to score.
Pitch was in for a strike.
And here the 0-1, Negebauer. 6-5 the score now, and he is waiting here the call from Elder, and he is going to call him up here to the mound.
So Elder's going to be at the mound with Negebauer.
So, again, the Hardhats here defensively, they're just going to try to find something here. 3 runs scored in that first inning for East, 2 here in the bottom of the second, and a 6-5 lead here for the Hardhats. This is one of the closest games kind of back and forth that we have seen all year
Last game of
for the Hardhats.
not quite a weekend series, if you will, but
Look down the middle.
4 games in 2 days.
0-1 count.
Last game of the regular season.
Only one runner there on second. Negebauer's pitch is swung on a miss here by Lunders. So this is for strike 2. That's a good pitch there. Having a little quick conversation with Elder. Maybe he was going to tell Elder what pitch he wanted to go with. No balls, 2 strikes, still no outs here. Pitch comes, swung on a miss, strike 3, and that'll be the second strikeout of the game here for Ryan Negebauer, and that's the first out here in the inning. So Lunders goes to the dugout with a strikeout. Here is Dietrich Hahn, who has a walk and a run today.
Dietrich Hahn, second bat, 2 innings, walked
So he will wait here. Back in the box, Negebauer will look down the middle. Looks over to the third. In a second, pitch comes. The first one is just going to be a little up high. That one's for ball 1. So a 1 ball, No strike count with one away following Negebauer's second strikeout of the game. His 63rd total of the season. 1-0 pitch comes. This one down low. Pops up from Elder off his helmet. And this one just can't find it right away. So runner taking off to third. And that one for ball 2. So like I said, Sioux Falls East, they're really they're jumping on every advantage that they can. That Elder can't find the ball. So the runner on third here. 2 balls, no strikes. Negebauer here ready for the next pitch. This one is up, and this one's going to be in for a strike. So 2-1.
Folks here are a little unhappy with that call.
3-0 actually. Next pitch is in for a strike. So it'll be 2-2. So the scoreboard was just incorrect there in a left field. 2-2. Pitch comes. Negebauer swung on. Soft ground ball picked up by Reeder. Tags over first. That's an RBI ground out. We are tied again. It is 6-6 here in this game. So Hahn with a RBI ground out.
Wacky season finale.
And now here is Caleb Booman. First time he was up, he got hit by pitch here from Ryan Negebauer. So we're still in the second inning, about almost an hour in this game. Here comes the pitch. This one is up and high for ball 1. So 1-0. Bummin, the first baseman. Next pitch. This one outside on that top left. Ball 2. Frederickson still getting his warm-up pitches in the bullpen here for the Hardhats after a rough start for Negebauer. This next pitch up high and outside. Ball 3. 3 pitches in, a 3-0 count. Boomin back in. A lefty hitter, only one in the West East lineup. Pitch comes outside, so that's a 4-pitch walk. And we will see a pitching change happen. Manager Kelvin Torvey out of the bullpen, and Rowan Frederickson will make his series debut, I guess. And the Hardhats are rough going here. For Negebauer finished the game, 2 strikeouts, 6 runs against, allowed 4 hits. And Rowan Frederickson, who will come in here with 2 outs remaining in this bottom of the second inning. And Frederickson this season, 54 innings pitched, 8-1 record, 60 strikeouts to 33 batters walked, a 2.074 ERA and a 1.185 WHIP. He does lead the team in hit by pitches with 17. But maybe the pitching change here could be a little bit of something that the Hardhats need here. After Negebauer didn't really quite get the job done. Hardhats, I will give them, they have played a lot of games here in the last several days. 1 final game left, and you can be done for a few days, get some rest, and then it's the state regions. And then soon you know it, it's the state tournament. That's where it really matters, and that's where you're going to play a lot of games, and when you're going to be tired and sore, and that's where you find where you're a good ball player or not, and if you can play in those key situations.
Back to Harmon Park in Sioux Falls. We have our first pitching change. It will not be the last, by the way. This game is
so Frederickson, right-handed pitcher, so they're still going to keep it here with a righty after Negebauer was a righty.
Both teams 6 runs, 4 hits, 1 error apiece. We've got
So still waiting here for the call.
A little more overcast.
And that will be the final warm-up pitch here from Rowan Frederickson. Kelvin Torvey gives him a sign here. So Negebauer only 1.2 innings pitched here in this game. His day has unfortunately come to an end early. So Frederickson and Elder are talking this one out here on the mound. Home plate umpire standing behind him, and the hitter here is going to be Braden Olson, who had a 2 RBI single on his last at-bat for the catcher. Elder and Frederickson having a long chat. They're going to check here if Frederickson has any tar or anything on him. So we are getting set on in here. Braden Olson, the 6th batter in the lineup for Sioux Falls East. They started at the bottom with Kaysen Christensen. He had a first pitch leadoff single. Frederickson, his first pitch is in here. A hard hit ground ball. Sneaks past Roberts and Inhofer. So first pitch, wasting no time, and he's going to single. So Olson goes 2 for 2 today. And now Caden Sporer will come in. He had a ground out to Aiden Roberts. So Frederickson, not the start that he would like to have. Just his first pitch here in this game. And allowing one pitch in there for a hit. That's the 5th of the game for Sioux Falls. Runners on 1 and 2. And this one is going to be on the outside for ball 1. Here for the East right fielder. And Caden Sporner.
First inning. 3-1 first.
1-0 count. Frederickson hands one off. Down low, Eller the scoop. Gets his body back behind him. He has had a few of those balls that have got past behind him with runners taking off from first to second and from second to third a few times. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Pitch comes. This is in for a strike. So first one here of the game for Rowan Frederickson. 2 balls and a strike, 2 away in the bottom of the second, a tied at 6-6 game. It's been back and forth between the two. Frederickson here swung on and missed, but he gets a little bit of it, but it will still be into the glove there for Elder. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here for Caden Sporner, right fielder. 0 for 1 today with the ground out. That was from Aiden Roberts. That happened back in the first inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. And already here to the start of this game, it's been a little while. This one will be taken here outside, ball 3. So full count. Rowan Frederickson here. This is a big moment in this game, especially early on. Tie game, and it's been a long time. Swung on soft ground ball, and it's going to hit off his foot, so that will be a foul ball immediately. And he was going to take off, so he is going to come back here. It'll be a 3-2 count. Sporner, who is going to have some time here after this one, swung on it right back into the foot. 3-2, so he is going to come into the batter's box here. Because there's really no batter's box. The lines have all been gone away. 3-2 pitch inside, ball 4. So that will be the first walk here allowed from Rowan Frederickson. So bases loaded with 2 away. Here is Wish Nelson, the designated hitter. He struck out, and he was the last batter that we saw in the first inning. So he comes in. Rowan Frederickson, just 2 batters faced here in this game, with a single and a walk from Olson and Sporner. Frederickson first pitch here. This one is going to be in down low, ball 1. So Hardhats pitching too. I mean, they kind of have some guys that they can rely on. One guy we haven't seen pitch in a while is Dawson Inhofer. So we will see if they rely on some more of their guys, as Wish takes a piece of this one, a foul ball. This one back in behind the dugouts of the Hardhats. So 1-1. 1-1 the count here. Frederickson gets the count ready and assured as the scoreboard in left field reads no balls, 2 strikes when it's a 1-1. 2-8, bases loaded. Frederickson hands one off. This one is outside, ball 2.
It's a big moment in this game, but
2 balls, 1 strike.
It feels like we're not going to be done scoring on either side.
And here comes Wish Nelson, the next pitch. This one is in for a strike. And that will actually be for a strikeout. So it was for strike 2. And that will do it here for the second inning. Both teams are in a dogfight, ladies and gentlemen. We are going into the 3rd inning. And back on the mound for them is going to be Pete Samp after Rowan Frederickson comes in after Ryan Negebauer only pitching 1.2 innings here in this game. So the leadoff hitters heading into the 3rd inning are going to be Josh Eller, Carter Johnson, and Dawson Inhofer. We'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV. We'll be back to start the 3rd inning. All right, we're back here ready for the third inning start for Sioux Falls East and Post 22 Hardhats. We're been tied now for the second time here going into a new inning. It was actually it was 3-2 going into the second inning. Hardhats managed to get that all the way up, and then now it was 3 runs scored there in the bottom of the second inning, so it's 6-6 score. Sam first pitch here to Josh Elder. This one's going to come in down low, and Elder, who has kind of been having a little bit of problems himself back behind home plate. There's been a few balls where they've just been taking some weird bounces, and he just can't find them, and having runners advance there to the plate, next base. Here's the second pitch that he will see. This one for ball 2. Pete Samp starting this game here. This will be his third inning in this game. 2-0. And this one down. That's actually going to be called for a strike. So 2-1. That was kind of in the last one when Frederickson struck out the last batter. And so Wynn's starting to come up a little bit again here. Pitch comes. This one is in for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Post 22 here, leading off hitter is the catcher Josh Elder. 5 hits for Sioux Falls today, 4 for the Hardhats. And Elder on his first at-bat had a hit by pitch. This one is swung on. This is a line drive. It's going to land, and that's going to be a base hit. So a good way to start off here the inning. Josh Elder getting his 26th hit of the season. And Carter Johnson comes in. He also had a base hit on his first at-bat. He got a run, and then Sales, who's going to come in for a courtesy runner for Elder. Sales already having 1 run today, following that hit by pitch that he took on his first AB. No outs, second batter here. Samp, first pitch will come on in here to Johnson, and swung on, popped up high. This one in the right center gap. Christensen, the center fielder, is under it, makes the catch. So Johnson as well, wasting no time, and that will be a fly into center field, 1 away. So here comes Dawson Inhofer at a 2 RBI double. The 9th batter in the lineup. So it's starting to sprinkle here a little bit with some clouds starting to come in here in Sioux Falls. First pitch to Samp here to Inhofer. It's going to be in for a strike. Sales coming back to first. He almost tumbled twice. So something, he was going to go off to take to second, and then he decides that he'll hold off and return there. So 0-1 count here. And the wind really starting to pick up here with the rain in this next pitch here for ball 1. As long as the lightning can stay away here, Hardhats will be fine. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Samp looking over to Sales, the runner on first. Waiting for the next pitch here. Delivers Sales on to second. The throw is not going to be in time, and that's a stolen base there for Broden Sales. So he is going to go to second, put a runner there. Maybe they might take something here out of the Sioux Falls playbook and try to be aggressive here with all the base runners. 2-1 count here for Dawson Inhofer. The pitch is going to come. It's swung on. He's going to get a foul ball here. So the count will result to a 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Pete Samp on the mound. Ready here for his next pitch. Here it comes to Inhofer outside on that top right corner, ball 3. And the sun coming back up here again. So 3-2 counts. And Inhofer is going to get ready here. Full count with Sales on second. Samp pitch, this one outside, ball 4. So a walk there. Puts the runners on first and second. Now this will pull in Aiden Roberts. Hit by pitch and a fly to center field today. So we haven't seen a pitching change yet for Sioux Falls East. We already saw one here today. It was Ryan Negebauer to Rowan Frederickson. So we'll see Frederickson start the bottom of the 3rd inning for the Hardhats. Pete Samp looks back to Sales, the runner on second. Roberts making his 3rd at-bat here of the game. First pitch he sees, in for a strike, just a little bit there on the outside. So the 0-1 start.
First baseman
And post 320 taking on Sioux Falls West, who the Hardhats played and swept yesterday in 2 games they played. So 0-1 count. Samp, this one line drive caught by the shortstop. So that's the second out here in the inning. That's not going to do anything with the base runner, so they're just going to stay there. And the shortstop and Brody Schaefer did not have to go anywhere. Just stood, feet planted, and made the catch. Here is Lars Kiefer to pop fly to right field, an RBI double. He's 1 for 2 today. Sioux away here in the top of the third. Runners still on first and second, and Sales and Dawson Inhofer. Sam, the pitch comes. This one will drop. It's just going to be outside for a ball. So 1-0 count with 2 outs here. Sampo, another look back to the runner on second. Waiting here, looks down the middle. Pitch is going to come. Kiefer, high pop-up. This one into right center. Christensen is under it, loses his hat. Diving catch. And it's going to hit the ground. So it might be an out. So they're going to say it's out. He had no control. It popped out. I could see it. And manager Kelvin Torvey here is going to have a talk. And that is bonkers. So post 22 is going to get a little bit robbed on that call there. It bounced. Christensen went to go in to make the catch. It went out of his glove. He made contact with the ground. And it kind of hit it and popped right back out. He never really had full possession. I know it's not football, but he didn't have it fully in his glove. But they're going to count there for the third out. So Hardhats, that's the first inning that we have seen both of these teams not score heading into the bottom of the third inning. Post 22, they got to find something here defensively. So they get ready. Frederickson finished. He only pitched 0.1 innings in the bottom of the second, striking out Colin Lunders. Or excuse me, Wish Nelson. So Nelson is over to his strikeouts, and then they'll go back to Christensen, Schaefer, and Olsen the same way that they started out in the second inning. So the Hardhats on this second game, not the way that they have wanted it to be planned to go. They're definitely going to try to do their best here. A lot of them probably having the minds here of just trying to get out of this game and head back home here for some rest. So Eller, the final warm-up throw. And oh man, is it raining down hard.
The sun is out here.
So no lightning, but they're just going to continue to play here.
Layout here. And we're in a park pretty.
Rowan Frederickson.
We're in a baseball field. There's some housing complexes, a few office buildings.
They're getting set. First pitch here in the bottom of the third inning. Still in a 6-6 game. Both teams having 5 hits and an error apiece. Frederickson, the first one here in the inning. This one's going to come up high for a ball 1 start. So 1-0 for Christensen. He had a single on his first at-bat. He got a first pitch he saw in the second inning. He took a swing on it and got on base early. 1-0. Frederickson, the next one. Swan on a foul ball here. This one hits the netting and drops right back down. So Frederickson gets one there that Christensen will take. So 1 ball, 1 strike on that foul ball. He gets a new one here as they wait for. This is Ethan Olsen who went to go get that foul ball out of the way. 1-1 count. Frederickson all in here in the glove, getting set. And there's going to be a time call here at bat for Christensen. So he's going to take a little bit of time here to think of what he's going to do, putting some more pressure here onto this Hardhats defense and pitching in Frederickson. 1-1. A right-hander hands one over. This one is going to be outside. That one for ball 2. A little bit close to be called for a strike, but they're going to count there for a ball. So 2-1. Gets his look down the middle. Josh Elder here stands up straight and having a chat with the home plate umpire. So there's going to be another time call here by Christensen at bat. It looked like Eller was telling something pointing towards the batter, maybe something it was positioning, who knows. 2-1 count here. Frederickson the pitch. This one is inside. It's going to be in for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Frederickson here. Christensen, who has called 2 timeouts here on this at-bat, kind of stalling some time here for Frederickson. So he gets set here, the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the third, and this is going to be another timeout here taken by Christensen on the at-bat. So he's going to make some more time here happen. 2-2, Frederickson will look down, make sure he has his feet where he wants them. He's got him planted in the ground on the mound. Here's the 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. Swan on a ground ball. Here is to Aiden Roberts. He gets the scoop. Christensen running it out. The throw to first will be in time. So the ground out will happen from Roberts to Reeder, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the third inning. A good way to get some stuff going here in this game, or in this inning. So here is Brody Schaefer. He's 1 for 2 today, a fly to right field, an RBI single.
It slows the ball.
That was kind of right on that third base line. And Roberts, who went to go get it, picked it up, threw it over to first to Reeder to get the first out here in the inning. Frederickson, the first pitch here. This one is going to come up and high near the face. And Roberts, who made a terrific diving catch to get the double play in the last game. That will be probably one of the best highlights of this season. 1-0 count. Frederickson, this is Swan on. This is going to land it to center field right out in front of Kiefer. So that will be the first base hit here of the inning, as that will be the 2 for 3 on the day for Schaefer, his second single as well. So here comes Ethan Olson, the second baseman. He has got a walk and a single today, as well as a stolen base and a run. 1 out. Double play could be in the hands here of the Hardhats as well. Frederickson will look back to the runner on first. He gets his little close to the tag for Reeder in safe. So Reeder, that one just almost a half second early. He would have had him. So waiting for the first pitch here is Olson. Frederickson, the pitcher, looks up and down. Pitch comes. This one up and inside. Ball 1. So an early 1-0 start. Frederickson trying to give something here for Olson to kind of work around with a little bit. Trying to get him something to chase. 1-0 count with the runner there on first. Frederickson, the pitch comes. Swan on, got a piece of it. Foul ball. This one back in towards the backstop. So 1-1 is what it's going to be. So they will go and move that foul ball here out of the way.
Rain's starting to cut off a little bit now, so that might be stopped.
1-1. Frederickson, another look to Schaefer on first base. They're going to try to pick him off. Reeder gets the catch, makes the tag, and the runner in safe. So Frederickson, he's got that. Josh Eller must be telling him maybe throw that pick there onto first. Pitch is going to come in. This one nearly hitting the batter, but it's going to not hit him. Almost. So that one was high and inside for ball 2.
It's fun to watch the battle between the runner and
2 balls, 1 strike. Frederickson got to look it in the corner of his eye. Pitch is going to come outside. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike here after the base hit from Brody Schaefer. First one here in the inning for Sioux Falls. That was their 6th hit of the game. It's right out in front of center field for Lars Kiefer. Frederickson hands one off. Swan a ground ball. Here is Inhofer. Underhands it to Jackson Reeder to second. A double play. 6-4-3. And that's going to end it here. We go to the 4th, and we are still in a tied 6-6 game. We're getting close here to the halfway mark in this game.
First time in this game.
So we'll take another short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the 4th inning in a 6-6 game here at Sioux Falls. All right, we're back here to start the fourth inning, and leading off for the Hardhats here is going to be number 18, Wyatt Reeder. So he is 1 for 2 today. He had a single off of an error and a sac fly. So he is going to come in. He made it the 6-4, 6-3 at one point here in this game. And then Sioux Falls East fighting their way all the way back to tie this game at 6-6 for the second time in this game. First pitch he sees here, and Samp throws this one up high for ball 1. So 1-0, starting off this fourth inning with Wyatt Reeder with the leadoff duties. Next pitch he sees, turning back up and away again, similar spot up high for ball 2. Wyatt Reeder back in the box, the lefty hitting first baseman. After they kind of finish out that double play in over to Jackson Reeder to Wyatt Reeder. This pitch in down low, so 3 pitches in, 3 balls, no strikes. Comes back in here, draws his line on the home plate. It's set up, Samp the pitch. This one is up and away, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk here to Wyatt Reeder. So he gets himself on first. And now here comes Kane McLeod, who has 2 walks today on his 2 at-bats.
Probably should have broken the tie last inning.
So getting ready on in here. Samp now has a runner to worry about behind him on first. We saw Fredrickson try numerous times to pick off that runner on first in the last inning. Samp first pitch here to McLeod, gets a swing. This is a foul ball hit on that third base line. So this will be an 0-1 count to start it off. Nice hard hit ground ball 2. Just coming a little early. 0-1. Samp the look back over to Reeder on first, as Booman has his glove out ready. Reeder is going to take off, pitches down, so he will take that perfectly. That was also taken there for ball 1 for Kane McLeod, so a 1-1 count. Now with Reeder on second, and Kelvin Torvey on the third base line there. He's going to try to be aggressive as Samp is going to exchange the balls here. Maybe with the field being a little bit wet from the rain that was coming down, may have been a little bit wet. So he wants a fresh ball here so he could get a better grip onto it. 1-1 for the DH and Kane McLeod. Runner or first baseman playing in tight. Here comes Samp's pitch as this one is up and high, ball 2. So the 2-1 counts for Kane McLeod. 4th batter in the lineup. Reeder, who was the leadoff hitter in this 4th inning. Here comes Sam's pitch. High pop-up here from McLeod. Third base foul territory, and it is going to be caught. The pop foul is going to get the first out here in the inning. And that was caught by the third baseman, Dietrich Hahn.
A lot of room on that third base line. A lot of foul territory here, period.
So here comes Jace Morgan. Pop fly to left field and a walk for him today on his 2 at-bats here in Game 2 of this doubleheader. Look back to the runner on second. As Samp, first pitch here, this one is going to come up and away, ball 1. Morgan with the right foot on his tippy toes in the box for the lefty hitter. Also throws with his left hand, catches with the right. 1-0 pitch, Samp, bunt placed down, and it's going to go foul here on that third base line. Reeder, who is ready to take off there, it would have been a good execution for the sack bunt there. All good players catch with their right hand, if you know what I mean. It's a little rare to see it in a few sports. Baseball could be kind of one of those, as that's why when you see a left-handed throwing pitcher, it is everyone wants him because everyone has a righty. A fake pickoff attempt, but no one covered the base, so Reeder is just going to pretty much be safe there. So the first time it happened to the second baseman, and this time he's going to throw it to the shortstop. So when I pick off attempt there, manager Torvey having a talk here with the infield umpire about something. There was a very questionable call there to end that top of the 3rd inning after Christensen made that catch into center field. Had the ball, but he didn't have it, fully, didn't have a lot of possession in it. It was still loose in the glove. Came down and popped up, and then they counted as an out, and that ended the top of the 3rd. But you can't rule what the umpires do, so 1-1 pitch here, as this is going to be let go here for strike 2 by Jace Morgan. So 1-2 with one away following that pop foul caught by the third baseman and Dietrich Hahn from the Kane McLeod at bat. Samp, another fake off one here. He doesn't get the throw off as our second baseman and Ethan Olson, who was really close there to second base. He would have probably had that communication there to get that pick off. Here's the 1-2. Morgan swings and misses for strike 3. So that is the first strikeout of the game for Pete Samp. And here in this third inning, now one of each pitchers for the Hardhats and Sioux Falls East having a strikeout apiece. Here comes Jackson Reeder, a single and a ground out today with his brother Wyatt on second. Here comes the first pitch here. This one is up and away, ball 1. 2 outs. Getting on his first at-bat, he got some stuff really rolling, hitting that single. In that first inning, the Hardhats, they were looking really good, but up 2 runs there. And this next pitch, he'll let this one go as well, in for strike 1. 1-1 count, and then in the bottom of the first there, defense kind of got a little soft, and then allowed Sioux Falls East to put up 3, and we are 6-6 after the end of 2. And this pitch here in tight near the knees there of Jackson Reeder for ball 2, as Wyatt was taking a little bit of a jump there off of second, getting closer to third. 2 away. Here comes the ready next pitch here from Samp. Here to Reeder. This one down low and inside, ball 3. So Reeder, who was the leadoff walk, also having a stolen base here in this inning. And then Jackson Reeder here could also add for a walk. Samp getting where he wants here on the mound. Looks down the middle to Olson and Braden Olson, the catcher. 3-1 pitch comes. This one is down low, ball 4 here to Jackson Reeder. So both Reeders have been walked. Now this will pull in Josh Elder. Elder a hit by pitch and a single today, as both times he's been on base, they have put Broden Sales in as a courtesy runner. So we'll see what the Hardhats catcher can do here with a big situation with 2 away, with runners on first and second at the top of the 4th in a tie game. So here comes Samp, the first pitch here. This one is going to come up high in the strike zone for the 0-1 start. And Elder, that one was coming a little bit closer to him. He kind of backed up a little bit there. So 0-1 counts. He gets ready here for the second pitch of his third at-bat of this game. Pete Samp on the mound, looks back to Wyatt on second. Here comes the pitch. This one is going to take a drop and not enough to go low, in for a strike. This one is up high for ball 1. So 1-1, 2 outs here. Josh Elder at the plate. Here comes the pitch. This one checks the swing. He didn't go. So ball 2. That pitch was outside. 2 outs. It would be pretty big here if the Hardhats were to get bases loaded in this game. They had that early in the first game twice, and when that happened, they were really putting in the runs and stuff like that and getting hits, even though Sioux Falls East out-hit them. So another fake pitch there, trying to go to second base. No throw was made on the pickoff attempt, trying to get Wyatt Reeder out on second. So here's the 2-1. Eller waiting for his 4th pitch here on this at-bat. Pete Samp, the right-hander, to the lefty batter it comes. This one, top left corner. It's going to be outside, ball 3. 3-1. Josh Elder. Could be a big moment here if they walk. I bet if he walks here, we might see a pitching change. There's no one working in the bullpen for Sioux Falls. We might see a mound visit as well. 3-1 count. Samp pitch. This one is going to be in for strike 2. So full count here with 2 outs. This is a big moment for both of these teams. Hardhats have 2 runners there on base with 2 outs in a tie game. Full count. And if you're Sioux Falls, you can have this opportunity to go into the bottom of the 4th here. Still in a tie game. Pitch comes up high, ball 4. So Josh Elder, that is 3 walks that he has allowed here in this inning to the Reeder Bros, and 1 here to Josh Elder. So this is Carter Johnson, and we will see a pitching change, maybe. As we do see a coach come out.
They may just let whoever they're going to bring in warm up on the spot.
So we'll see what's going to happen here. Bases will be loaded with 2 outs. And Pete Samp, and they're kind of patting down that mound there. We saw that happen in the last game with Jada Moreno. So maybe something is up with the mound. Who knows? But it's just going to be a routine mound visit here. Carter Johnson today, a single and a pop fly to center field. That's what he's been able to do today for the Hardhats right fielder. So the coach visit, the mound visit is over. Pete Samp is going to remain in this game. So that's the first mound visit of the game here for Sioux Falls East. So now each team has had a chance to talk to their pitcher once from the visit. So with 2 outs, here's Johnson making his 3rd at-bat here of the game, the 8th in the lineup. Bases loaded, Wyatt Reeder on 3rd, Jackson Reeder on 2nd, and Sales on 1st as the courtesy runner for Elder. First pitch in here, outside, but it's in for a strike 1. So 0-1 with 2 away. 6 hits for Sioux Falls, 5 for Post 22. They're still trying to find that one here. We might get it here from Johnson. Pitch comes on this drop on the curveball. This one coming outside, ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike here. Base runners could go full throttle here if they get to a high pitch count, and if you just want to take that swing and get something there. So Johnson's going to call a timeout here at bat, and he does that quite a bit too, which is a smart idea. It puts more pressure there on the pitcher. You get a little bit more time to think as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. Samp, the pitch comes. This one outside, ball 2. So all 3 of those base runners on the screen have got on there because they were walked. Samp walking all 3 here in this inning, something that you don't want to do here in a tie game. About halfway through this game, this next pitch down low in the dirt outside, ball 3. So we could see an RBI walk. We haven't seen that yet here today. We've seen an RBI groundout that was to Dietrich Hahn for Sioux Falls East. So here is the 3-1 count. Samp is going to change the balls out here. Dawson and Hofer on deck if they get to him here. Samp to look down the middle. Johnson awaiting here the 3-1 pitch. Here it comes. Swung on, popped up high. And this one is booming. And that's going to be caught by Olson, the second baseman. So post 22, they don't get anything there. Johnson takes the swing, the pop-up caught by Olson, the second baseman. So we will go to the bottom of the 4th, still tied 6-6. After 3 walks allowed onto the Reeders and Josh Elder. So Rowan Fredrickson here will come out and start this 4th inning. He got a little help from his infielders to finish out that inning with that 6-4-3 double play that was hit by Ethan Olson from Inhofer to Reeder to Reeder. So we're actually going to see a new pitcher here. It's going to be number 28, Broden Sales. We did see Broden Sales yesterday in the game. He came in for a little bit. He threw 2 strikeouts to just .2 innings pitched this season. 27.2 innings pitched. He's got a 2-1 record. 30 strikeouts to 51 batters walked. A 5.13 ERA and a 2.639 whip. That's what it looks like for Broden Sales. So they're going to roll to their first lefty here in today's game. As him and Eller do have some good chemistry with each other. So maybe this could be a good fit here for the Hardhats with this score still being 0-0 until we haven't scored for both teams. That's the 2nd inning. So Hardhats just trying to get something rolling here. And the leadoff hitter is going to be Colin Lunders. He is 1 for 2 today, an RBI single and a strikeout. But Elder has also had a few problems behind the play today. Some of them getting away from him, some of them where he can't find him. There's been about 4 or 5 times where runners have taken off to 1st and 2nd or 3rd base as well. And he is going into his senior year at St. Thomas More for Josh Elder. Only 1 catcher this year for the Hardhats graduating, Brody Thompson, who just graduated from Rapid St. Stephen's High School.
is going to come out of the bullpen and relieve.
And then Broden Sales as well. He is entering his senior year at St. Thomas More. So that's why the chemistry between these two are good. They go to school together. I'm sure they have classes as well. So the final warm-up pitch there. And here comes Lunders, the left fielder. Third pitcher here in this game for Pulse 22. Negebauer, Frederickson, Sales is the order that it goes. Sales, who didn't pitch a lot in the game yesterday, I would say a max of 25 pitches. And then they decided to take him out. They put Brody Thompson in. And then Thompson also kind of pitched a little bit under 30. And then they went with Carter Johnson to just finish up the game, and that's how they got that 6-2 win, or sorry, 12-4 win last night. 6-2 win was game one of this East matchup, game one of the doubleheader. So Elder gets done talking here with Sales. Sales leading the team in walks this year with 51 batters. 51 walks this year, I should say. Here's Broden Sales, the lefty. His first pitch in this game. This one is going to come in down low. Elder makes the catch, but it's for ball one. So 1-0. Getting set. This game started at 2:30 Central Time. We're almost about an hour and a half into this game. The next pitch comes up high for ball two. We're almost about halfway here through this game. Bottom of the fourth. 2-0 count. Sales' first two pitches for 2 balls. Here with this call from Elder, it's going to come. This drop, not going to be in the strike zone for ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes here for Broden Sales. They're going to get set and ready. Looks down the middle. Ball in the left palm. Kicks and deals outside, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk. And his first batter that he faces here in this game. Now what you really want to hope here, but you got to get some help here from the defense if there is anything down in the dirt. So there's going to be a courtesy runner going to come in here for Colton Lunders. It's going to be number 11. Or no, sorry, number 13. And Jens McLarty. McLarty, who was the DH in the last game, and now comes in for Lunders on that. Here is Dietrich Hahn, a walk and RBI grounded today. The pickoff at 10th, throw there to first, and it's in the hand there of Broden Sales with that lefty throwing. He's got to just look straight ahead to first base, so he's kind of got that advantage other than right-handed pitchers having to look back behind him. Here's the first pitch on this next at-bat, down low for ball 1. 5 pitches for 5 balls here for Broden Sales, trying to get a little bit here out of the slump.
Not ideal if you're killing Torby, considering how fired up he was in the first inning.
So the 1-0 count, look over the runner on first. Reeder has his glove up and ready. Pitches in for a strike. So the first strike here that Broden Sales has thrown since entering this game, just 6 pitches in on a 1-1 count here to the second batter in the spot of the fourth here, and the third baseman, Dietrich Hahn. Sales after the courtesy runner comes in. It's McLarty on first. This one is in for a strike. Catches that one watching. This one is going to roll here from the mound. Sales will walk up to it, picks it up. Also is looking at the runner on first as he holds off there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. 6-6 game still. No runs have been scored for either team since the second inning. Here comes Sales' pitch. This one down low into the dirt. Elder gets the catch there for ball 2. So it's a 2-2 count here. Sales waiting for the call next here from Josh Eller. Has been no swing and miss here on this at-bat from Hahn. Look over to first. Pitch is in outside for ball 3. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. He walked the first batter on a 4-pitch walk. He's facing full count here. The second batter that he will face here in Dietrich Hahn. 3-2. Broden Sales look down the middle. Waiting here for his next pitch. Here it comes. This one down low. Ball 4. So back-to-back walks here from Broden Sales. And Broden Sales not off to the greatest start that he would like to hope to have. And now this is Caleb Bumman comes in a hit by pitch and a walk today, the first baseman for East. So Reeder is going to play off the bag on first. He's going to play out in front of him. Him and Roberts playing at equal distance away from the grass and dirt infield. So Sales getting set up. Elder as well giving a call here. Boomin into the batter's box, the lefty hitter. One of the only lefty hitters in the lineup for Sioux Falls East. Sales looks back to second. Here comes the pitch, and this is in for a strike. So the 0-1 start here. Boomin will look over to third baseline, gets his call from his coach, as well as the base runners, to see what they want to do here. Sales, the left-hander, with his call, looks back to the runner on second as well as first. Reeder coming in closer as Boomin has a bunt show here. It's going to be missed, in for strike 2. So 0-2. We'll see if he does that here again. It'd be pretty risky if he did, and if he would have placed it, if it goes foul, he would be out anyway. So 0-2. Reeder, we'll see if he's going to close on in. Him and Roberts both backing up. Pitches in, inside, ball 1. Another close call there. So this will be 1-2. Sales on the mound here again. Down the middle. Runners on 1 and 2 after both of them have been walked here. Sales. Pitch comes, swung on, dropped. And they're going to check it here. So,
not sure what we got going here.
So I'm not sure what's really going on. It looks like it might be for a foul ball here. So it's still going to be a 1-2 count, and this game has just been so weird here.
I don't know what to tell you. Are we getting a do-over? That was a thing.
So post 22, back and ready here. Following the foul ball after it took some time, Sales the pitch off of the helmet. And he's pretty fired up about it, so that's going to be a hit by pitch, and that's going to put the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So Boomin the bat flip, that's his second hit by pitch here of this game. Negebauer Hooten back in the first, and now up here to the plate is Braden Olson, the catcher. He is 2 for 2 today with 2 singles, also having 2 RBIs. And no outs here, so all the infielders are going to come in closer here to play to see if a bunt will be showed. Sales getting his feet right here on the mound. This is a big critical moment for both teams. Sales with the call in here from Elder. Olson is 2 for 2 today. Pitches in, swung on and missed for a strike. So a good start here, and Olson being very aggressive here on this first at-bat, or third at-bat of the game. The first at-bat he's facing off here against Broden Sales. So 0-1. Here at the next look. With the nod, pitches in for strike 2. He's going to hold back on that one. So 2 pitches in, 2 strikes for Broden Sales. Here for the catcher and Braden Olson, the 6th batter in the lineup. On deck is number 12, the right fielder, Caden Sporer. Sales comes in, catches him looking. So a 3-pitch strikeout. That's the first of the game here for Broden Sales, and he catches that one looking. So that's a huge moment for Sales and the Hardhats defense here in this game. Hopefully they can keep this one moving. Up next here is Caden Sporner. Has a ground out and a walk today.
22's turned 4 double plays in this doubleheader. Doubleheader here, double play gets you out of the inning.
First pitch here, this one's going to come in down low for ball 1. So the 1-0 start.
0 for 1. With fielder's choice.
Sales. The mean look here again down the middle. Eller here with the call sign, pitches in, outside, ball 2. Bases loaded with 1 out following that strikeout to Braden Olson. Negebauer, who had 2 strikeouts, Fredrickson had 1, and now Sales having 1. That was the... And this is going to be swung on a miss for strike 1 there. Broden Sales, that was his 31st strikeout of the year. So 2-1 count. Getting ready here. Broden Sales pitches in. inside near the hands. That's for ball 3. So this is a huge pitch for Broden Sales. Here for Kane Sporner. Two of the guys on second and third with a walk, and with Boomin on first following the hit by pitch. Here's the 3-1. Sales. This one is down low, so that's an RBI walk. And Sioux Falls East has taken the lead here for the second time in this game. And they lead now 7-6.
Each runner will move up back. Sioux Falls East without the
So up next here,
taken
this is Wish Nelson. 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. And the rain's starting to sprinkle on again here.
Second time he's
Look down the middle. Gets his call, bases remain loaded with 1 out. Here comes his pitch, as this is going to be in for a strike for the 0-1 kick.
Bit of a confusing strikeout the last time.
So Sales, we'll see what he could do here on the next pitch.
Still 1 out.
He's got 1 strikeout here in this inning, with West taking their, or East taking their first or second lead of the game, and now that pitch was in for a ball. 1-1 count, bottom of the 4th inning, 1 away. Sioux Falls East 7, post 22, Hardhats 6. Sales back on the mound. Hitter playing in front of his base runner. This is hit into center field. It's going to get in the glove of Jackson Reeder. They're going to throw it to first. It's a double play. Jackson Reeder makes the catch, the throw to first. So post 22, we go into the 5th inning. They're just only down by 1 here. It's that brother connection making that duo there again. And that one really kind of confused the runner on first there in Caden Sporner. He was heading off into second.
The 5th double play turned into 2 games.
So the Hardhats get their second double play of the game.
For the second time.
So we'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the 5th inning between Sioux Falls East and your post 22 Hardhats. All right, we're in here ready to start for the 5th inning. A new pitcher on the mound for Sioux Falls East. It's number 3, Brody Schaefer, who has started this game at shortstop. And they're going to move number 7, Braden Olson, there. So they make a few changes. We'll get those in a little bit later for those moves. So first batter here is Dawson Inhofer. 2 RBI double and a walk today. First pitch he sees. And this one, Schaefer, the first pitch, down the middle for strike 1. 0-1 count. Gives the nod. Here is the next one. This one taken outside, ball 1. So an even 1-1 count here now for Dawson Inhofer, the shortstop for the Hardhats.
least one run to tie. They trail
And the
7-6
pitch is
with
in,
9 outs
swung
to
on, a
go.
foul ball.
The leadoff man is
So
Dawson
this will go
Inhofer.
1-2.
So we're definitely making some pieces move around on the infield.
1-2 count. Here is Schaefer on the mound. Right-hander, hands one over, down low, inside, ball 2. So this will be the third at-bat, so every hard hat player here will have 3 at-bats in this game. And Schaefer, this is a hard ground ball. It's the shortstop, Olsen, off his shin. And that's going to be a base hit for Dawson Inhofer. And that will be an error for Sioux Falls East.
So ironically, they move Schaefer, pitcher, and his replacement. Boots it.
So here is Aiden Roberts. Hit by pitch, a fly out, and a line drive.
Back to the top of the lineup with Aiden Roberts.
Getting ready in here, Schaefer. Look down the middle, pitches in. That's going to be a little outside, but it's going to be counted for a strike 1. 0-1 counts with Inhofer the runner on first. Inhofer has got on base on all 3 of his at-bats today, a base hit and a walk, and now that single off an error. Next pitch is in for strike 2. So Roberts just 2 pitches in here. An 0-2 count just start off.
I guess Nelson.
Inhofer with his lead off.
I don't think they've made any changes in their batting.
Here comes the next pitch. Schaefer down low. Ball 1.
I guess we know what Wish Nelson's full name is. It's Aloysius, but Nelson was the DH.
So ball 1 with 2 strikes, no outs. Just the second batter here in this inning.
Good stuff.
Here comes the next pitch, swung on by Roberts into center field. It's going to be caught on the line drive. That's the first out here in the 5th inning. So here is Kiefer up next. Kiefer, 2 pop flies today, 1 in right field, 1 in center, and an RBI double.
Lars Kiefer now to the plate. RBI double in the second.
So Inhofer still on first following his single off the error. Schaefer, the pitch is in. This one up and high here to Kiefer for ball 1. And the last time he was up to bat, it was that controversial call and the catch from Christensen in from center field. The one where he didn't really have much control, but they counted it for an out. So the next pitch is up high again for ball 2. Inhofer had a good lead there towards second base. So the count will go 2 balls, no strikes. White Reader on deck here. Back into the mitt here for Schaefer. First inning pitched here. 2-0 is in. Kiefer, a high pop-up. This one is into left center, and Christensen, the center fielder, is under. So a pop fly into center field. That's going to be the second out here in this game.
So after that error,
so here comes Wyatt Reader. Single off an error, sac fly, and a walk today with Inhofer on first. Getting set and ready.
It's by far the cleanest inning we've seen from Sioux Falls East pitching so far.
Schaefer gets set in with Reader coming into the batter's box. We'll look over to Inhofer on first. Schaefer back behind Reader. This one will let Inhofer take off into second from the wild pitch. And he's just going to hold there.
So wild pitch.
So 1-0.
They've had a lot of passing balls. Not a whole lot of true wild pitches. That one was definitely a wild one from the hurler on the mound.
So 1-0 here for the Hardhats first baseman Wyatt Reader. Back in the box after that one was back behind him. Good set here for the next one. Inhofer now on second, following advancing on the wild pitch. Next one is in, down low to the outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Sioux Falls East 7, Post 22 Hardhats 6. And now back here with the ball in his glove. Pitches in, swung on. This is a base hit. Brings in the right center. Inhofer will come in to score. This one is still rolling. Wyatt Reader rounding second. He is not stopping, going to 3. So that's an RBI triple, and the Post 22 Hardhats have tied this game up now. It is 7-7. Dawson Inhofer with his second run here of the game.
Wyatt Reader with his first hit of the ball game. It's a triple.
for Reeder,
clutch, 2-out
his
hit.
14th triple of the season. So this is Kane McLeod. 2 walks and the pop foul, which was caught by the third baseman.
We're all square again at 7, and once again.
So with that runner still there on third, 2 outs. Schaefer the first pitch here to McLeod. This is going to be in for a strike. So the 0-1 with 2 outs, and this game for sure has gone up and down. 7-7 now. Pitch is in. This one up high for ball 2. This is the second time that the Hardhats have managed to get this managed to get this game back to a tie game. McLeod on this next, shallow. It's caught by right fielder and Caden Sporter. So that will be the third and final out here in the top of the 5th inning. Hardhats get the 7th run here of the game to make this a 7-7. So we'll take a short break here on Hardhats TV, heading into the bottom of the 5th. We're back here for the bottom of the 5th inning here between Sioux Falls East and Post 22 and a 7-7 score now. Sioux Falls East, they have not scored a run in only 1 inning played here through 4. And that was in the bottom of the 3rd inning. They scored 3 in each of the 1st and 2nd and 1 in the bottom of the 3rd. Hardhats scored 2 and 4 in the 1st and 2nd, and then 1 there in the last, the 5th. So Broden Sales back here onto the mound. He threw for 1 strikeout there in the 5th inning. He walked a few batters and then had the RBI walk happen. So we get set and ready. Sales here, the first pitch at the bottom of the 5th. This one comes in down low, gets a piece of the dirt. And that one's caught for ball 1. This is Casing Christensen, the center fielder, 1 for 2 today, a single and a ground out. Sales, another look down the middle, has his call. Here comes this pitch. Swung on by Christensen, line drive into left field. Another diving catch, Jace Morgan. He is the master at diving catches. He makes yet again another one. So the first out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So 1 away, just the second pitch on in. And here comes Brody Schaefer. He came in to pitch there in that 5th inning. He is 2 for 3 today. A flyout, 2 singles, and an RBI. Also with 1 run. Sales here, the left-handed pitcher. Look down the middle. Here comes the first one, and Schaefer, who showed for a bunt there, but this one's going to come in down low for ball 1. That one hit right off of Eller's chest pad and goes out in front, so he's going to walk up and get to that one and throw it over to Sales on the mound. 1-0 counts. Another look. Sales, the left-handed pitcher. This one is in, up high, ball 2. So this is Schaefer's 4th at-bat of the game. And only into the bottom of the 5th here. Sales turning and spinning. Both teams having 6 hits in this game. Hardhats having 1 error, Sioux Falls having 2. Pitches in, down low, ball 3.
Here goes the third one.
Ball 3, no strikes, 1 out. Here for Ronan Sales on the mound. And a tie game. The second batter here in this inning. This one is going to be outside, so it's a 4-pitch walk here. And we are going to see the first runner on base here in Schaefer. Here comes Ethan Olson, a walk single in that 6-4-3 double play. That was on his last at-bat. So Sales here to the second baseman. They've kind of made some adjustments since that pitching change with Schaefer in. Here comes the first one. This one is in down low. Runner takes off. This one also Elder right out in front of him with some speed there for Schaefer. He goes all the way to second, so it's a 1-0 on the pass ball. So with 1 away, a runner already on second. Sales getting ready here for the next pitch that he will throw.
Go ahead, run in scoring position.
Look down the middle as is called. Here is the pitch. This one coming in close, almost nearly getting him for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes to count. Sales will take a second here to walk a little bit on the mound and get settled on in here before dealing off the 2-0 pitch. Sales, the 2-0. Schaefer on second. Looking back and forth, he's going to hold here. Takes a step off the mound, so there's some Jeopardy theme music playing in the background. That long standoff. And Schaefer, who takes that long walk back behind, and then he walks back in. He's kind of jumps up and down like intimidating here. Sales, 2-0 pitch. This one is up high, ball 3. 3-0 count. And no one in the bullpen for Pulse 22 or Sioux Falls. So they are going to keep rolling here with some of the pitchers, or they will roll with them right away from the infield. So 3-0 count. Ronan Sales, the lefty, hands one. This drop is up high, ball 4. So another 4-pitch walk here for Ronan Sales. This time on to Ethan Olson. Here comes the left fielder, Colin Lunders. And we will see Coach Ewing come out here for a mound visit for Post 22. So we'll let them talk it over.
Hardhats, their pitching coach. Hardhats were a little fortunate last inning to only give up the 1 run. Of course, they battled back to tie the game.
So Coach Ewing is done here with the mound visit to Ronan Sales. First time we've seen a mound visit with him pitching since coming in the 5th inning, the last. Elder back behind the plate here. This is Colin Lunders, the left fielder. RBI single, strikeout, and a walk today. The runner's on first and second after the first batter. And Christensen hit a line drive. This is going to be in for a strike. Line drive, the diving catch that was caught by Jace Morgan. So 0-1 count. Lunders waiting here. Sales. He's going to go the pickoff. They're going to have a rundown, but it's dropped by Inhofer. They're going to keep the runner going. So that is going to be an unearned run. And Sioux Falls has retaken the lead of a score of 8-7. So they tried to go back to Inhofer on that pickoff attempt. It went right out of his glove. And then dropped all the way out. So that's going to be, should be a throwing error here. So Sales, and it's still an 0-1 count for calling Lunders here.
Count to Lunders.
Roden Sales the look back here to second. He has the call, pitches in. This one is going to drop in here for strike two.
Good recovery right there by Sales after a tough
So
break.
0-2 is the count. They have the call.
They would have had Schaefer picked
Still have the runner back there on second, and Ethan Olson. It was Schaefer who came in to score on the under run. Pitches in outside and down low for ball one. That's the first one here of the count. Roden Sales. Following that mound visit from Coach Ewing. Something has changed a little bit here. The runner looks back. Sales pitches in. Swan on a hard ground ball. Roberts gets the pickup, the throw to first. So that's going to be the second out here in this game, or in inning. And that's two away from the ground out there.
Just smooth defensive play by Aiden Roberts. That is not an easy pick.
And this is Dietrich Hahn. And he has 2 walks today and an RBI groundout. So he is kind of racked up in some points here for Sioux Falls. Here and there. So he gets set and ready to go. 2 outs, runner on second. Look back to second there for Sales. First one is in, drops into the zone for strike one here. So if you just missed it, Sioux Falls East getting the 8th run of the game as they have taken the lead for their 3rd time here in this game. Up 8-7 over post 22 in the bottom of the 5th inning. The 0-1 count here. Sales the pitch, Swan on ground ball up to the mound. Inhofer can't handle it. That's the second time that's happened to him. So that's an RBI single. And Sioux Falls East now up 9-7. So that one in Hahn with his first base hit of the game.
Just a slow roller that took a bit of a funky hop once it got short.
So 9-7 now the score here in favor of Sioux Falls East. They will have a runner on first base. 2 outs still.
Probably scored both of those as unearned runs, technically.
Sales look back to the runner on first. Reeder, who is going to go on the bag. He was behind him at first. Pitches in, down low for ball one.
Stepping in now. He takes that one inside for ball one.
So this is a 1-0 with 2 outs. And this is the last regular season game. So Sioux Falls East really having a run here for post 22 in their money. We'll see if the Hardhats can manage to come back on the pickoff attempt at first. And he's going to be in safe. Roden Sales. There's a good move there. A little bit of that movement there with the torso. Looks like he's going to turn and go home. He goes back over to first. 1-0. Swan on this ground ball. That takes a high bounce to Jackson Reeder. The throw to his brother, and he's going to get the out there. So that will do it for the 5th inning. 2 runs scored there. Hardhats, they got it tied up to 7-7 at the top of the 5th inning. And then in the bottom of the 5th, Sioux Falls East putting up 2 more runs to make it a 9-7 lead. So we'll take a short break here, and we'll be back for the start of the 6th inning. All right, we're back here to start the 6th inning. The leadoff hitter here for post 22 is Jace Morgan here. Morgan had a great catch into left field in a diving attempt. Hardhats here, they kind of need to put that comeback into effect here. They're down by 2 with a score of 9-7. First pitch Morgan sees here. This is going to be a foul ball for the 0-1 start. We saw early in the game manager Kelvin Torvey give them a little bit of a chewing, and he was not happy. So we'll see if he gave him another one and see if something will change here. Morgan's going to get hit. Oh, no, I thought he got hit, but this one is just going to be really close. And that one for ball 1. So it's a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch from Schaefer. This one down low, ball 2 here to Jace Morgan. Getting set and close. Takes the step back. Schaefer the pitch. Swung on. Ground ball gets through into left field. So Jace Morgan is going to get a single here, a leadoff in the 6th inning. And now post 22 up to a good advantage start here. First base hit of the game for Jace Morgan. Here comes Jackson Reeder. Jackson Reeder today, a single, ground out, and a walk.
Last inning it was due to the error.
So with Morgan on first,
the exception that second inning,
Schaefer the first pitch here. This one is going to come inside for ball 1 here on a Jackson. 1-0, wearing number 11. We usually see Blaine Hunt wearing that number at the shortstop position, as we'll probably see him for the state regionals, most likely playing against Spearfish, but those aren't official. Next pitch here is in down the middle for strike 1. So the 1-1 count here. Just the second batter in the 6th inning here for Jackson Reeder. Ready here for the next pitch. Schaefer delivers. This one is in for strike 2. So we kind of let this one go a little bit. He kind of stood back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs. Runner on first. Schaefer looks over to Morgan. Here comes the 1-2. Kicks and deals, and he steps off the mound there as he looked towards first where Jace Morgan was. So 1-2 count here. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, ground ball. That's going to stay fair on the third base line. So back-to-back singles for Morgan and Jackson Reeder. So that puts runners on first and second here. And Josh Eller comes in here. Eller, hit by pitch, single and a walk today with no outs. And there's no pitching change here. No mound visit either after letting up 2 hits here to start the 6th.
They're 10-9. They have 41.3158 points. Then you have East at 11-6.
Here comes the first pitch to Elder. This one down low for ball 1. A few times Elder has been pass balls on him today. We've seen a few here for the catcher as well for Sioux Falls East. 1-0 count. Schaefer, first baseman, and Booman playing in tight. This one didn't hit the mark for ball 2. So the 2-0 here. This is Elder at the back. No outs, runners on 1 and 2 after 2 singles back to back. Outside ball 3 here. Josh Elder in a great spot. 3-0 with Tater Johnson on deck. Look back to second. Here comes the next pitch. This one will be in for a strike. He thought he was going to get walked. He started to turn back, and now he's going to get ready here for his next one. 3-1. Brody Schaefer on the mound. Looks back to Morgan on second. Here is the pitch, swung on into center field. This is going to be caught. Morgan won't tag up. So that's the first out. Christensen making the catch. And that's just going to keep Morgan and Reeder there on to first and second. So here comes Carter Johnson. Got a single on his first at-bat, followed with a pop fly to center field and the pop-up to the second baseman. So we're going to see a mound visit here for Sioux Falls East.
I think that's got to be a little concerning because the last...
And we'll see what's going to happen here. There's a little talking, it looks like, here to Brody Schaefer.
5 batters have all hit the ball pretty well off Brody Schaefer. This is starting with Wyatt Reeder, who tripled. Cloud hit the ball pretty well. First 2 batters, Morgan Reeder hit singles well, and then Elder hit it well. It was just unfortunately right at
So the visit will come to an end. They're still going to keep Brody Schaefer in here. It'll be Johnson and Inhofe for the next 2 batters for the Hardhats with runners on 1 and 2. 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning. Only 2 more innings to go here in this regular season finale. Schaefer following the mound visit. Both base runners taking their lead. Here comes the first pitch. This one down low for ball 1. Johnson in right field this evening. He made a few catches defensively as well. 1-0. Schaefer looking back to second. Left, here is the pitch. This one is in for a strike here. So this will be 1 ball, 1 strike.
Go, Brody.
1 out.
Top 18 to the host.
Down the middle, looking back to Morgan again on second. A 1-1 pitch. Brody Schaefer delivers. Swung on a missed inside by Johnson for strike 2. So 1-2. Johnson just trying to get a little bit of something there. See if he can make contact, and he misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Brody Schaefer looks back to Morgan on second. Jackson Reeder on first base. Waiting. Schaefer lifts, pitches in. This one down low, gets a piece of the dirt for ball 2. So we do see some action in the bullpen for the Hardhats. It looks like it's Skylar Montgomery. We don't see anybody in the bullpen for Sioux Falls East. So it's the 2-2 here for Johnson. He's going to call a timeout here at bat. So he comes back in here to the batter's box following his quick timeout. Here is Schaefer on the mound. Pitches in. This one is a high pop-up. This one into left field. And this one is going to be caught. Morgan won't tag up. So 2 flyouts from Elder and Johnson. That's going to hold the runners off on 1 and 2. So here comes Dawson Inhofer. He has well been on base here on all 3 of his at-bats. He has been a little bit shaky in the infield the last 2. There was one on the pickoff attempt where he hit his glove and went out. That was for the 8th run of the game. And the last one took a bad bounce on him at last second and then goes up and away for the 9th run of the game. First pitch here that he sees takes a little bit of a curve, but it's going to be counted for at strike 1. 0-1 here. Brody Schaefer gets his call, looks back to Morgan there on second. The first 2 batters with 2 back-to-back singles. This one down to the dirt, and this is going to be a wild pitch. And now runners on 2 and 3 here. And that will be in for a ball on for Dawson Inhofer, the Hardhats shortstop. So Schaefer getting set on in here. Back on the mound. Standing up straight, the 1-1. Look down the middle. Here comes the pitch. And this one up high, ball 2. 2 ball, 1 strike. Morgan on third, Jackson Reeder on second. If they get through Inhofer here, Aiden Roberts will be the next man up. 2-1 pitch. Up high again, ball 3 here for Inhofer. Being patient and waiting for 1. Down the middle, or if he doesn't want to take it, he's doing a good job here at it. 3-1. Schaefer the pitch. Down the middle, strike 2. This is probably one of the biggest moments here in this game. Down by 2. Full count with 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning in game 2 of the doubleheader. Schaefer the pitch. Up and inside, ball 4. So that will be a walk, and that's going to put bases loaded here for the Hardhats. And here comes Aiden Roberts. Roberts today making his 5th at-bat of the game. He's got hit by pitch, a fly out, and 2 line drives. So he's going to come in with bases loaded, 2 outs. Schaefer, you're the first pitch.
Can he come through with the bases loaded?
This one is going to be in for a strike. That one just coming up a little high there.
Might have been a little high, but it is ball strike.
So here's the 0-1.
Right about the
Back and ready for the next pitch. Schaefer takes the step off the mound. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
This game has gone back and forth. We've had
Schaefer the step back off the mound. It's in. Swan on a high pop up. This one into left field. This one is under. It makes the catch. So post 22 going into the bottom of the 6th inning. This could be the last time we could see pitching here for the Hardhats, as they have bases loaded there. They just can't bring any more runs to get some there. So Roberts on the fly into left field. So we'll take one more short break here. It's going to be the new pitcher and Skyler Montgomery on the mound once we get back for the start of the bottom of the 6th inning. All right, we're here and ready for the start of the bottom of the 6th inning. Skyler Montgomery, the new pitcher here on the mound for post 22. This could be the last time the Hardhats, possibly, where we could see them pitch and we could see Sioux Falls East bat. So they're all going to come in the middle here. This is the 4th different pitcher here in this game with Negebauer, Frederickson, Sales, and now Montgomery. So kind of going through the pitching carousel here. And now he is going to have a talk here with Elder on the mound. He came in to pitch as well in the game earlier, just in the 7th inning. Frederickson getting ready. So the leadoff hitter here is number 7, Braden Olson. First pitch here for for Montgomery. And they're waiting. He is set, takes the step here. And this one is going to be down and outside for ball 1. So 1-0 for Olson today. 2 for 3, and he's going to get a piece of this one. A foul ball here goes foul on that 3rd base line. And Olson with 2 singles today and 2 RBIs, so now it's a 1-1 count here. Montgomery the pitch. This one is outside for ball 2. Frederickson, oh my goodness, Montgomery this season, 39 strikeouts with 27 batters walked. 2-1 pitch, Swan on, popped up high, a foul ball. 2-2 now. So this game has been going on here for quite some time, over 2 hours. And they're really getting going here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Only 1 inning and a half left. 2-2 count. This one is down low, ball 3 here. First batter that Skyler Montgomery will face here in game 2 of the doubleheader. Gets his call, the 3-2 Montgomery. This one up and away, ball 4. So a leadoff walk here to Braden Olson. And now here comes number 12, Caden Sporner. As he has a ground out, 2 walks, and an RBI today. So the runner on first. Hardhats still trailing by 2. They got to have this good outing here by Montgomery in this defense and then try to get those 2 back in the 7th. So first pitch here from Montgomery is going to be in for a strike. So the 0-1 count. Montgomery, another look over to the runner on first there in Olsen. The righty hands one. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. 2 pitches in, 2 strikes.
Wasn't his fault either.
He battled on that first at bat there. Good start here to the second batter in this game, or inning. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's been a long game. 0-2. Montgomery, the pitch. Catches him looking for the first out there, so a 3-pitch strikeout. And Skylar Montgomery adding now for his 40th strikeout of the season. Here comes Wish Nelson. 2 strikeouts and a pop-up to Reeder. That was for that double play. So still got a runner on first. Montgomery, the first pitch here to Nelson. This one is outside for ball 1. 1-0 count. Back to the ball here on the mound for Montgomery. Turns and swivels to look to the runner on first. Here's the pitch. And he's going to go for that bunch show. He's going to decide to hold back, and this one coming in down low for ball 2. On to Nelson. 2-0 counts. And Montgomery, the look over to White Reeder on first base. Here comes the pitch. This one is outside, ball 3. Another bunch show there from Nelson, and then what is that pitch kind of comes on in, he's going to back off of it. 3 balls, no strikes. Montgomery started with a walk here in this inning to Braden Olsen, and then struck out Caden Spore for the first out here in the inning. Montgomery's next pitch in for a strike here. 3-1 count. Down the middle, he'll take it. He also went to go for that bunch show there again. 3-0. Now 3-1.
You're probably going to take 3-0.
Olsen on first, pitches in, swung on. This is a foul ball on that right side on the first base line. So just like that, we're at full count here. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Sioux Falls East 9, Post 22, Hardhats 7.
Looks like there's some junior legion or another legion game going off on the side.
And here comes Montgomery.
Payoff pitch to Wish Nelson. See if the runner goes.
He's going to take a step here off the mound. He's got the runner there back behind him on first.
Also try and qualify for state.
We're going to see what he wants to do here. Montgomery, this one is going to get away. So that one is going to be ball 4. So puts runners on first and second. And here comes Casey Christensen. A single ground out and a fly out. Runners on 1 and 2 with only 1 out here.
Move up a bag, so 2 on and 1 out.
Montgomery back on the mound. He's going to get settled in. Gets adjusted and right.
1 for 3.
First pitch here on this next batter. Christensen, this is his 4th AB of the game. First pitch he sees, takes a swing. This is a high pop-up. Josh Eller ditching the mask. He is under it, cannot get the catch. And he is just in awe. He can't believe he didn't get that one. So it's just going to be for a foul ball here. I don't know if it was because of the hard hat. It started to fall off.
Looks like he had a beat on it right behind home plate.
So 0-1, just a foul ball here for Christensen. Montgomery will return back here to the mound. That would have been the second out if Elder would have made that catch. Runners on 1 and 2. Both of them getting on there due to walks from Olsen and Nelson. Here's Christensen at the plate. Montgomery, the pitch is in. Takes a turn. This one's getting for strike 2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Good at bat here, pitching-wise for Skylar Montgomery. Getting somewhere here with this. Ready for the next one. Timeout called by Christensen here at the plate. Takes a practice swing outside. He's going to re-enter in. Montgomery with his next pitch call. Looks back to the runner on second. The 0-2 is underway. Here it is. Outside, ball one. So 1-2 here for post 22 pitcher Skylar Montgomery and the center fielder for Sioux Falls East, Kason Christensen. 1-2. Montgomery waiting for the pitch, and he takes a step there as he went for that right foot. Show that he was looking like he was going to step down. So that puts the runner there, and Christensen will have to wait here and do it again. 1-2. Montgomery's pitch. This one outside, ball two. So started 0-2, now following 2-2. First pitch that he popped up high. It was foul ball into almost the hand there of Josh Elder. It just made the contact out of the glove and then fell out. 2-2 Inhofer returning to the bag, and a step here off the mound for Montgomery. He's playing this a little bit smart here. Trying to keep this here in a no more damage for Sioux Falls East. Inhofer returning back there. He's going to step back off. Here's the 2-2, and it's going to be ball three. Close call there, so full count. With runners on 1 and 2. Christensen, the center fielder, back into play here. Montgomery the look over. Inhofer backing off. Pitch is in. Swan on line drive. Caught by Reeder. The throw to first. Reeder the double play again. Not the first time, but it's going to be the second time that has happened with the same player doing the same thing. So that's going to do it for the 6th inning. We are in the last inning of play. The Hardhats have to get 2 runs here to force a bottom of the 7th. So we will see how that's going to happen. We'll take one last short break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the 7th inning. So we're here for the start of the 7th inning. Lars Kiefer is going to be the leadoff hitter here. Hardhats have to get 2 runs here to continue in the bottom of the 7th inning. This game has been crazy all day long. Schaefer, the first pitch here. It's going to be placed down by a bunt by Kiefer. Right back to Schaefer. The throw to first. He's going to tag him, so that's going to be an out. He pulled him off of the bag, and he just decided to tag him, so that's 1 out. Right back to Schaefer, the pitcher. So here comes Wyatt Reeder. He had an RBI triple on his last at-bat. So the Kiefer, who just retired there, Reeder and McLeod will be the next 2 hitters with 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Here is Brody Schaefer. The first pitch here coming into Wyatt Reeder. This one is down low and inside, ball 1. First pitch as Kiefer wasted no time, placed the low bunt down there, getting something in the mix of it. And then it was picked up by Schaefer. Schaefer on the 1-0. This could be a foul ball on that first base line there by Reeder. So this will go to a 1-1 count here. New ball given to Brody Schaefer. He started pitching in the beginning of the 5th inning. Here comes his next pitch, swung on by Reeder. This one into left field. This one is going back. This one hitting the wall. Reeder's going to go into second, and he is going to hold off on 2. So Reeder getting yet again another base hit on a double. And now this is Kane McLeod who comes in here. McLeod 2 walks and 2 pop flies. So he will give Coach Ewing his batting equipment here.
22, not going quietly.
Here is Kane McLeod, the DH.
We'll bring up Kane McLeod. He's walked twice, also popped out twice. Again, a bigger stake is
Schaefer getting ready, looking back to Reeder on second. First pitch to McLeod. This one is coming up and high, ball 1. So a 1-0 start. 1 out from that bunt on Lars Kiefer. Schaefer the next pitch, swung on. This is going to be a foul ball here by McLeod, hitting the netting and drops down. So 1-1, and then Jace Morgan, who will be here after Kane McLeod. 9 hits for the Hardhats this game after they were out hit in game 1 of this doubleheader. And here is Schaefer on the 1-1. Hands one over. This one is up and high, ball 2. So 2-1 here on this count with 1 out. Another look there to the runner on second. Brody Schaefer. Here's the pitch. 2-1. This one off the glove, ball 3. It was stopped a little bit there by the catcher. Had a little bit of some rolling to it. So this is 3-1 here for Kane McLeod. Very big inning here. This is the last inning to play. Even if they go to a bottom 7th, unless if they force extra innings. Schaefer the 3-1. This one is popped up high. Schaefer is under the pitcher, and it's going to be caught. That is the second out. They are to 1 final countdown here in this game. Kane McLeod on the pop-up, and Wyatt Reeder on second base. This is Jace Morgan. Got his first base hit on the last at-bat with a single. So here is Morgan, the left fielder, with Wyatt Reeder on second base. Brody Schaefer with 2 outs. At the top of the 7th, a 9-7 lead for Sioux Falls East over the Hardhats. First pitch is in. This one took a little bit of a curve, but it's going to come up high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Schaefer gets his call, looks back to Reeder on second. Here comes the pitch. Morgan swings and misses here for strike 1. So the first strike taken here on this at-bat, and a very crucial at-bat in this game for Post 22 and their left fielder, and Jace Morgan. 1-1 count. Schaefer the look back over to the runner on second, and Reeder. Hands one over. This one coming in down low. That's going to hit him off the ankle. So that's going to be a hit by pitch and puts Morgan on first. And Reeder will just stay on second. So here comes Jackson Reeder. 2 for 2 today.
And Jackson Reeder comes up.
2 outs here.
Jackson Reeder on the day. Has 2 hits. He's also walked. 2 for 3.
So getting set on in here.
He represents the go-ahead run.
2 away. Reeder on second. Morgan on first. Schaefer the first pitcher to Jackson Reeder. He's going to place this bunt. It's going to stay fair. The throw to first is going to get behind him. Here comes Reeder. He's going to score. Morgan rounding third. He's going to hold off. Oh my goodness. So it actually went over the wall. So it's just going to be an automatic double. Oh
my.
So it's going to be 8-9. This one, it went over the glove there of the first baseman, and it bounced over the fence on the foul ball. So we'll see. The umpires are going to talk this one over. So Morgan is on third right now with Jackson Reeder on second. Reeder coming in to score, making this now a 1-run game.
Jackson Reeder credit for a great play to bunt that ball. He totally caught by it.
So Jace Morgan's going to come in. Post 22 has tied this game at 9-9. Are you kidding me? This game cannot get any more crazier, can it? This is insane.
Unbelievable.
So the Sioux Falls coach is going to come out and talk, and then Jackson Reeder is going to go to third base.
So, again, number
Oh
one,
my,
great
and
play
Sioux
by,
Falls
what
coach,
a
he
bunt.
cannot believe it.
Number one, what a bunt by Jackson Reeder as he deadened
Had
that
the
thing
speed
right
to throw
in the dirt.
over the first baseman and
Sioux Falls
bumming.
catcher, who is now Colin Lunders. Again, they've switched their lineup around too.
So we'll
because
see
they pitching
what
change.
this call is going to be here. I mean,
Throw it high.
they've made it happen.
The ball
The
somehow
Sioux Falls
got
coach
under
is
the
just
fence
talking here
and
to
out
both of the
play.
umpires. Josh Elder, who is just waiting here for
One-run
them to
score.
settle this discussion, but we are tied 9-9. This is the fourth time in this game we have been tied.
That there shouldn't be a two-base
Hardhats, this is
overthrow.
their first run scored since the fifth inning. They were down by 2 heading into the seventh at 9-9. They have had crazy comebacks this season, one against Williston earlier in the year, so this discussion still happening between the coaches.
It's hard to say because, again, we don't have an official score up here. We don't have a PA announcer. But I think the ruling would be
so they're still talking here.
Had the single. Then you call it an error.
They've been talking here for a while.
This is gonna be
Jackson Reeder placed a very good bunt on the third base line. So both the coach and the player there, that's Bunman, went over his head. He can't believe it. He's got his hands on his knees.
Can you really give him you give him 2 bases on that error? I don't. That's, I think, what Sioux Falls East is.
So we'll see here. They have Jackson Reeder on third base right now since it bounced up over the wall. Could be an automatic double, but it looks like they're going to hold him off there. So it is 9-9. They're going to keep their score here.
We've had some
2 outs.
Calls in this game on both sides. Now they're putting him back. While they're putting the Reeder back on second, what's going to happen?
And there's a lot of confusion happening. Jackson Reeder looks like he is going to second base.
They're going to put the runner back at third.
Oh my goodness, this game, I'm telling you, this is the craziest game of the season. And of course, it is the season finale.
Well, they're going to put Reeder back at second, you would think.
So fans are debating that if he's at second, then Morgan has to return back to third. But they already had Morgan come in and score. So it's going to be 9-9, still the score. This game just getting, so we're going to resume back. So Jackson Reeder on second base, Josh Elder here. Hardhats, they will force a bottom of the 7th inning now. They score one more, they have a chance to win in the bottom of the 7th. They just have to get the win or we go to extra innings. First pitch here to Eller, this one coming in down low for ball 1. Eller today, hit by pitch, a walk, a single, and a flyout. Schaefer, who's been in this game for a while, a lot of pitches racking up for him. First one and the next one here, ball 2 on that top left corner here for Elder. We'll see maybe if they want to send Jackson Reeder here. I mean, if you're the Hardhats, why not go for the win? You've been in this dogfight all along. This one again outside, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes for Josh Elder. And the next batter will be Carter Johnson. And Schaefer, that's going to be in for a strike. Just the first one there. So 3 balls and 1 strike. 2 outs. Another look over to Reeder on second. Here comes the pitch. This one down low, ball 4. So Josh Elder is going to get a walk here, puts runners on 1 and 2. Now here comes Carter Johnson.
He's got to be careful. You don't want to get tossed right now. Emotions are running high.
And we might see a pitching change happen here for Sioux Falls East. This game, one of the longest games this season, and one of the most craziest games.
There's a decent amount at stake here.
So we will see. Hardhats will have runners on 1 and 2. And Schaefer and his day is going to maybe come to an end here on the mound. So they're just going to talk there on the mound. They all gather together. Tater Johnson here today.
matchup, never know.
So actually, they're going to keep
Nonetheless,
Brody Schaefer here
there's
on
one
the
good
mound. I
win,
thought I saw him
especially
hand the
against the
ball
number one
off.
seed that could be facing
And
St.
for
at home as well.
Carter Johnson today, a single, 2 pop flies, 3
This has
actually.
been, a wild one, to say
So
the
he
least.
is
Carter
1 for
Johnson,
4 today.
1 for 4 on the day.
This is a
Single,
huge
and his
at-bat
first
here.
scored on the
First pitch he sees, a
double.
hard hit
His
ground
first
ball.
pitch
This is
grounded
picked up by the
short.
shortstop. He
And
joggles the throw to first down in the dirt,
Time.
and he's out!
Like,
Oh my! So close.
This has just been
This game,
okay.
oh my. So we go to the bottom of the 7th
The
inning.
inning is over.
Hardhats.
But,
Good thing is that they tied it here
say the
9
least,
to
some
9.
things happened.
This game just getting crazier and crazier by the inning and by the
On
second.
an error,
The umpires have made a
9 to
few
9. These umpires a hug.
head-scratching
They're not very
decisions
popular
here
right now on
in this
either
game
side.
like that one.
We head to the bottom of the 7th.
The throw
Sioux Falls
first.
East and
Johnson
Route 22
looked like he had the
9-9.
speed there. But the infield umpire who disagrees. So we go to the bottom of the 7th inning in a tie game here. If you're just joining, you have tuned in to one of the greatest games this season that the Hardhats have played. 9-9. This is the 4th time that the Hardhats have tied this game up. Now, if Sioux Falls scores here, they will walk off and win. If they hold them off, I'm not sure if they will put a runner on second and start with 1 out. I'm not sure if they will do that, if they go to extra innings. We will see what they will do. Hardhats, they have played in a few extra innings games this season, 2 times against Yankton in that doubleheader that happened about a month or so ago, just a little bit right before the Firecracker tournament. They went into extra innings against the Skyhawks in the Firecracker tournament. So they've had a whole lot of different games and experience with some extra innings. So bottom of the 7th, and the leadoff hitter here for Sioux Falls East is going to be number 3, Brody Schaefer. His 5th at bat. Fly out today, an RBI he's got 2 singles and a walk. So Montgomery will come in here in the bottom of the 7th. He started this game in the 6th. He threw 1 strikeout as well in the last inning. Montgomery, the first pitch here. And this one is going to take a little bit of a turn. This one is going to go outside, ball 1. 1-0 start. This game can't get any more crazier, can it? Next pitch here, swung on a miss for strike 1. So Montgomery, with a 1-1 count to leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 7th, takes the step back. Here is the pitch. Takes another drop. This one's going to come up high, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Montgomery, the pitch to Schaefer, takes the swing. This is going to be a foul ball up and over toward the right side. Up and over and out of play behind the Hardhats dugout. 2-2. Schaefer, as home plate umpire here, was not behind as not sure what he's waiting for here.
Schaefer was kind of heated too that last.
Oh, they ran out of foul balls here. So Montgomery has to get a new foul ball.
There's been a couple controversies this season.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes following that foul ball here. It'll be the 1, 2, and 3 hitters in Schaefer, Olsen, and Lunders for Sioux Falls East. Montgomery getting settled on in. 2-2 the count. Takes a step back. Here is the pitch. Takes a swing. Pops up. Foul ball. 2-2 still at it, and needs another new ball here after back-to-back foul balls when the home plate umpire doesn't have any left in his pockets here. 2-2. Montgomery, the step back, pitches in, swung on, base hit over Inhofer. So that is a single for Brody Schaefer, a leadoff single. That's his 3rd hit of the game. And now this will pull in Ethan Olsen. 2 walks today, a single, and a 6-4-3 double play. The Hardhats waiting and waiting here. They got to play some defense here if they want to force a extra innings here and try to get a chance here to win. If they do lose, this won't affect anything for them. They will still be the #1 seed, but this is a big game for Sioux Falls East. This could depict on where they will be seated for the regionals, and this pitch is going to get away. Elder, another time, a runner rounding second. He's about halfway, so that one gets away. Ball 1. And with a runner on second, no outs. This is very big here for Olsen. Elder, this Hardhats team just having a little bit of a rough game here in Game 2, as they have played a lot of games here in the last few days and back-to-back-to-back, and it's been tough. 1-0 pitch, Montgomery. This is going to be a bunt. It's going to be a sac bunt. Montgomery the pickup, the underhand throw, so that puts the runner to third base and 1 out here. A sac bunt from Ethan Olsen. So here comes Colin Lunders. A single, a strikeout, a walk, and a ground out today. So there's 1 out, a runner on third. And they're going to intentionally walk here, Lunders. So that puts runners on the corners. And I want to test this one out here with Lunders. He can be a hitter. And now this is Dietrich Hahn. 2 walks today. An RBI ground out and an RBI single. So he's got 2 RBIs. You're going to have a courtesy runner come in for Lunders on first. That is going to be McLarty. So 1 out, runners on the corners after the intentional walk. Montgomery. Here is the first pitch of this new at-bat to their third baseman, and Dietrich Hahn. Montgomery pitches in, swung on and missed, but this one went right off of the chest pad there of Josh Yeller, and it's going to go all the way to the right side. So the 0-1 count here to start off. I'll throw that ball back here to the mound. 0-1 count, Skyler Montgomery, after having Hahn there swing and miss. After Hahn, it is Caleb Boomin. The 0-1. Runner taking off to second. That might cause a distraction, so that's going to be a stolen base. On to second, and that one really caught up there, and Montgomery, his #1 concern was worrying about the runner there on to third. He didn't want to come him in to score, so this is going to be another intentional walk. I'm not sure about this one. We will see how this is going to work. So this is going to put bases loaded. Hahn. And there's only 1 out here. Hardhats may want to try to get this double play here. Here comes Caleb Boomin, 2 hit by pitches today and a walk.
Not had a hit, but he has been on board 3 times. Hit by a pitch twice.
Here comes Montgomery. First pitch here.
Has not scored. He can be the hero. First
Boomin, this one is going to be outside, ball 1.
Just outside.
So a 1-0 start. Even if he does walk him here, this is going to be a win for Sioux Falls East. 1-0. Montgomery the pitch. Swan on. This is a ground ball. Takes the ground out. There's 1. The throw to second. Double play! 6-4-3. We are going to extra innings. Oh my goodness. I cannot even. This game cannot get any more crazy. We go to an 8th. We'll take another break here on Hardhats TV. I need to catch my breath.
A bunt.
So we're back here to start the 8th inning. Hardhats were down 9-7 entering the 7th inning. Score 2, tied it to 9-9. And then they surprisingly put 2 intentional walks, put bases loaded. Got the 6-4-3 double play, and the man that made that happen here is Dawson Inhofer. So they won't. So we're just gonna go just like a regular game here. First pitch that Inhofer will see. This one's gonna go up and away. So there won't be a runner on second, or they won't start with 1 out. They're just gonna keep on rolling. So we might be here for a lot longer. Next pitch comes in, up high, ball 2, and they're still gonna roll with Brody Schaefer here on the mound for Sioux Falls East. Here with the step back, pitches in for the first strike here. And there's been a lot of controversial calls here by the umpires in this game, and a lot of that stuff. 2-1 count, pitches in, swung on a miss here by Inhofer for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter in the 8th inning. And here on the mound, takes the step back. Schaefer the pitch, up high, ball 3 here for Inhofer. So this game could get any crazier. Why not start off the extra inning here with a full count? This one outside, ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Inhofer, and now they go back to the top of the order, making his 6th at-bat in this game. I am running out of room here in my notebook. So now every Hardhat player has had 5 at-bats. A lot of players having 10 in the last game. So here comes the first pitch. Schaefer delivers. This one is outside, ball 1 here. Sioux Falls East, they're not going to give up because this can really depict on where they're going to be placed on in the seeding for state regionals. So a lot of things could change here. Next pitch, this one again, outside, ball 2. With Inhofer on first, it'll be Roberts at bat right now, followed by Kiefer and Reeder. And now they'll look over to first here from Schaefer. The 1-1. Pitches in, a high bunt. This one will go for a foul ball. So it'll be 1-2 here. So one of those pitches must have been called in for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs following the leadoff walk to Inhofer on first. And the home plate umpire here again running out of foul balls. So we'll have to wait here just for a second. And this game has been going on for almost about 3 hours here. So you're just tuning in to a great game. Season finale, I think hands down, this is the greatest game that the Hardhats have played all season long. And Kiefer here, this one for a foul ball, Roberts stays alive on the 1-2 count. So Schaefer back on the mound. 1-2 with no outs. Inhofer on first. Look back behind him. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. This one into right field, and this one is under. It makes the catch. That's 1 out. So 1 away on the flyout from Roberts into right field. He hasn't had a base hit in this game. And here is Kiefer. And he has a lot of pop flies. 3 today, a ground out, and an RBI double. So Kiefer comes in, still with Inhofer on first. Schaefer pitches in. Up high, this one for a ball. Inhofer taking off to second. Takes another bounce. So Inhofer on to second base. He gets a steal there. Kiefer will take the first pitch here for ball 1. So Inhofer, who has walked for his 3rd time this game. I'm not sure how many people are still awake here in this game, but it's just got a lot more interesting. 1-0 count. Schaefer the pitch. This one up and away. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes here, the count. Another look back for Schaefer, the runner on second, and Inhofer now. 2-0 pitches in. Hard hit ball. This one's going to get through. Inhofer. He's going to round third. He's going to come on in to score. And that's an RBI single. Post 22 has taken the lead again. It is 10-9.
The second
They
inning
were
has gone
down
back ahead.
9-7
They
at
lead
one
this game
point. Lars
10-9.
Kiefer gets an RBI
They
single,
trailed it in the
and with only one out
seventh,
still,
with 2 outs.
here is
9-7.
Wyatt Reeder. They all come out to
They have come all
congratulate
the way
Hofer in
They
Hofer.
now lead 10-9 as Lars Kiefer.
Oh man. So now with
has
this lead,
given
all they
them
have
the
to
lead
do
in extra innings,
is keep
10-9.
Sioux
See if they
Falls
get
from
some
not scoring
insurance
in the
now
next
as Wyatt
inning,
Reeder steps
and they will
up
end this in 8
with 1
innings,
out.
unless if they keep adding some more runs here. First
Sioux
pitch
Falls
to Wyatt
East,
Reeder.
they
This
come
one
out,
is
will
on that
have
top left
their
corner for
6,
ball 1.
7, and 8 hitters.
1-0 count.
Probably those 22
Looks back over to
look
Kiefer on
dead to
first.
rights. Will have a chance to
Schaefer, who's been in this
for all
game since the
intents and
5th inning,
purposes,
pitches
finish
in.
the
Reeder
season
hard
on
swing
the
ball.
ground.
This one up to the
Now
middle in the
base
gap,
hit
and
for
that will
Reeder.
be a base hit back to
2-1
back for
now
Kiefer and Reeder.
as they look to add some insurance
So
here
Reeder
in
now
extra
3
innings.
hits in a row,
10-9.
and he is just a home run shy here of the cycle. He's got a double, single, and a triple. And now here comes Kane McLeod. 3 pop-ups and 2 walks, with runners on 1 and 2 with only 1 out. Now in a 10-9 lead. 11 hits for the Hardhats, 7 for Sioux Falls. Both teams having 2 errors. First pitch here as McLeod pops this one up. It's going to be for a foul ball. And this one hitting the roof. It rolls down, so 0-1 count.
Harmon Park, that tin roof, which will make a lovely sound. A foul ball from
0-1 count with 1 out.
0-1.
Ready for the next pitch. Schaefer looking to Kiefer there on second. Taking a little bit of a lead. Here comes the pitch to McLeod. Pops this one high up. Boom in, the first baseman is under it, and he makes the catch. So that's the second out here in this inning. It keeps the runners on first and second there.
Jace Morgan will come to the plate.
And here is Jace Morgan.
He has been on board 3 times
He's got
today, hit by a pitch,
pop fly, walk,
and
single, strikeout, and hit by pitch. Pretty much anything you can think of, Jace Morgan has done it today. So the runners on 1 and 2 with 2 outs. Hardhats up by 1. Schaefer, first pitch here, swung on by Morgan. This is going to be for a foul ball.
Controversy in that play.
So an 0-1 count here on Morgan, his 6th at-bat of the game. Kiefer on second, Reeder on first. Schaefer here with the look.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch.
0-1.
Continue this in a moment.
Pitch is in. Takes a curve. Down low in the dirt for ball 1.
Well, the throw
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs.
Somehow got under the fence. So essentially,
and 2 away.
Sioux Falls East's argument was it should be
Hardhats.
the equivalent of a ground rule double.
You're just tuning in. They got 1 run in. And this is going to be another foul ball here by Morgan to make it 1-2. They were down 7-9 entering the 7th inning. Tied it to 9-9. And then heading into extra innings, they prevent them from scoring runs with putting bases loaded in the double play. And now we're here in the 8th inning with a 10-9 lead. 1-2 with 2 away. Schaefer. Here comes the pitch to Jace Morgan. Kiefer on second. This one is in. Swan on a ground ball right to the second baseman. Gets the scoop. Tags second himself. So that will do it for the top of the 8th inning. If the Hardhats finish out this inning, they will win. I'm going to say probably one of the craziest games in post-22 history. This game has been wicked, weird calls, numerous lead changes. I need another break. I'm out of breath. Skylar Montgomery back for the mound. We'll be back for the bottom of the 8th. We're here and ready to go. Starting the bottom of the 8th inning. Hardhats 10, Sioux Falls East 9. Skyler Montgomery leading the team this season in saves. He has 4. And they all meet up here in the middle. If they do not allow a run here, post 22 will come away with the craziest comeback ever. It won't be a big score, but it's just this game has had so many crazy events to it that everything that you could think of has happened in this game. So Montgomery, the first pitch here. This is Braden Olson. First pitch for Montgomery. This is in for a strike. Way to start off in the right foot here for Skyler Montgomery. The 0-1. Montgomery the next pitch. Swan on, ground ball. Picked up by Roberts to third base with the throw to first. 1 out. 2 more to go. 2 pitches in. And Roberts, who has been so good this weekend defensively in against the games against West and East. So the next batter here is Caden Sporner, the right fielder. He has 2 walks today, a ground out, and a strikeout with an RBI. Montgomery, the first pitch here on his next batter. This one is down the middle for strike 1. So the 0-1 start with 1 away. This game is so crazy. Montgomery's next pitch, swung on a miss, strike 2. This game is getting bigger and better here by the moment. Montgomery, the 0-2 count. Takes a step here outside of the box here for Sporer. Montgomery's pitch, down the middle, catches him looking. That is the second out, 1 more to go. Catches him looking. Skyler Montgomery, his second strikeout of the game. 1 more back to Wish Nelson. 2 strikeouts, a walk, and a pop-up today. Montgomery, the first pitch here. Down the middle. Strike 1. Every pitch that he has thrown here has been a strike. 0-1 count. 2 away. Pitches in. Swung on a miss. Strike 2. No balls. 2 strikes. 2 outs in a 10-9 game. Bottom of the 8th inning. Skyler Montgomery, the pitch. Swung on a miss. Post 22 has done it. They defeat Sioux Falls East in a crazy game, 10-9, and the regular season has come to an end, getting their 56th win of the year, and they will play in the state regionals in Rapid City. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the regular season is over. Now the real work starts to hit. It is the playoffs, and this will do it here for this live. Thank you for tuning in here to Hardhats TV for the 4 games this season. We'll see you at home for regionals. This is Wyatt Simmons signing off, and have a good night.